Jacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Laker fans know when the shot's open, you take it. That's why National University helps busy students drive the lane on their goals. Flexible online classes, whole team support. Juggle your job, your life, and keep driving toward your degree. National University, official higher education sponsor of the 17-time champion LA Lakers. Take your shot and learn more at nu.edu. That's nu.edu.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Well, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. I want payroll too.
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Monday, $1 Million Monday, and the Hall of Famers are here. Mason and Ireland, we recap the weekend. The Dodgers take care of business. On Saturday, they get ready for Game 2 today against the Phillies. Meanwhile, we got to give a shout-out to John Ireland's UCLA Bruins. Yeah, we might be the home of the Trojans, but the Bruins pulled off the unthinkable on Saturday at the Rose Bowl.
And the lateral, and the ball game is over. The Bruins of UCLA at home win their first game of the year. They carry Jerry Neuheisel off the field.
And sure, there were only like 12 people there, but they saw a young Jerry Neuheisel, a very pretty young man, with like a permed haircut or something, get hoisted above. Congratulations, UCLA. Way to win one. We'll talk about that, the Lakers preseason, plus my cardiac brother, Bronny James, my new BFF. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Bronny. We'll talk about the Lakers preseason, 2 games in, and so much more. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio and the hottest show on YouTube, as some say. Oh, Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
That's right, Mom. We're going to get
I got to see your mom this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Friday night in Palm Springs.
With stepdad Leo. They look great.
They were very excited to see you and to be part of the game, although they didn't get to see, needless to say, not a full-strength Lakers team.
Yeah, no, but what a weekend. I mean, you always say October's the best sports month of the year.
Good.
This weekend illustrated that in several different ways.
Yep.
So we go from the heartbreak of the Rams losing on Thursday, all right?
Yep.
Then we roll into Friday, and I get my first look at the Lakers, some good, some bad. We'll talk more about that. Then UCLA, as Morales indicated, pulls off the upset of the year.
Yeah.
Never saw it coming.
Nope.
Would have bet my house they weren't going to win that game.
Yep.
Good for them. And then right after the UCLA game, the Dodgers game 1 against the Phillies was everything you want in a playoff game. Just a heavyweight fight.
What a great night. What a great friggin' night.
And then yesterday, a full day of NFL with all that weird stuff happening. I can't, we can talk about this later, but I can't figure out why these guys keep dropping the ball on the 1 yard line. It makes
so weird.
zero sense to me. And it was just, to me, it might have been the best sports weekend of the year.
It was fantastic. By the way, that Eddie DiMacario who did drop that ball, he was on a lot of people's fantasy teams because they just picked him up.
Right.
And he loses 6 right there.
Right. And cost you money. Brian Cohen's here. Emily Hebel, fresh back from Seattle. How was Seattle, Em?
Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a Seattle Sounders shirt on.
It's a
Supersonics shirt on, not a Sounders shirt.
Oh, sorry, Seattle Supersonics. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But Seattle, it was talking about the greatest weekend in sports.
Yep.
It was the greatest weekend to be in Seattle. Clear skies, not a single drop of rain.
Seattle is the best kept secret in the country. I was telling Em before that the woman I dated before I married Lisa lived in Seattle, so I used to go up there a couple of weekends each month. And I went, this might be the night when it doesn't rain.
Yep.
And it didn't rain, right?
No, not a single drop.
It is as beautiful of a city as anywhere in the United States.
The leaves are changing colors, and it was a Mariners, Seahawks, supernova.
Right.
And people are getting so emotional watching the Seattle Mariners play. I was at a bar literally for 8 hours.
It's been like 40 years.
Yes.
Since they've done anything in the postseason.
And what was the chant in the bar?
Big dumper.
Cal Raleigh, okay, so circling back to the Dodgers. BC, you okay over there? Your Chargers took it on the chin again.
It's going downhill fast.
Very Chargery
Here's the
over there.
problem. Jim Harbaugh teams live and die with the offensive line. And their offensive line is just
brutal.
It's a shell
one
of
guy
itself.
from the starting start season.
And by the way, this is a bigger problem than people are talking about. I think until they get it fixed, they may not win another game. They got to get that line fixed.
I'm right there with you. It looks worse and worse. I think Herbert's now the most hit, most drop back, sacked quarterback too. And it looks so good to start the game as well. And then
we're talking about
the nugget,
going 7-0.
Right.
Since entering the NFL in 2020, Justin Herbert has been hit more times, 525, than any quarterback in the league. Only one quarterback, Russell Wilson, has been hit more than 490 times.
And he's over 500?
Yeah. Andrew Luck, by the way, got hit 580 times in his 6 NFL seasons. So Herbert is on pace to beat that record.
And keep this in mind.
That's a terrible record to beat.
And keep this in mind, guys. With the money that people get paid in the NFL now, we've seen a lot of great players basically hang it up when they're 30. Andrew Luck was one of them.
Yep.
Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders, great players. If Justin Herbert continues to get hit, and he's got $200 million in the bank, why would he keep playing?
By the way, the other nugget there is Omarion Hampton apparently left the building in a walking boot, so he may or may not be available for this coming week. I'll tell you what. Let's talk Dodgers, because I thought that was a tremendous performance. They hung in there. Christopher Sanchez, pretty good. Shohei Otani overcame.
Christopher Sanchez, very good.
Overcame the Teo, not really an error, but I don't know what the hell. How would you describe that thing in right field that led to the Realmuto triple?
Who was so upset with that error in right field that he suggested you take Teo out of the game, and that guy is me.
Yeah, where would we be now? The text messages exist.
I was on 2 different text chains, one with the 3 of you and another one with me, Mace, Ramona, and Bergman. And I can't remember which chain I did it on. I think it was the other one.
Yeah.
And I wrote, okay, hear me out here. It's a 1-run game. Teo has looked terrible at the plate. We can't leave him out there. He's too much of a defensive liability. Let's get him out.
Yep.
And Greg wrote back, no, you need his bat. And sure enough, 10 minutes later, he hits the game-winning home run.
Yeah, it's this.
So I guess Teo is an e-ticket ride that he's one of those rare guys. Bobby Knight, there's a famous story about the 84 Olympic team.
Right.
And Bobby Knight was one of the toughest defenses coaches in the world.
Yep.
And so Charles Barkley was trying out for that team, and he cut him. And they said, Coach, why'd you cut Charles Barkley? He said, because he doesn't play any defense. He said, well, you have Wayman Tisdale on the team. He goes, he's so good offensively, he doesn't need to play defense. Is that where we are with Teo?
Yeah. Well, it has been. This is not a new.
You can't put him at DH because that's where Shohei is.
This is not a new thing. Teo has been challenging in right field all year long. And I always said that the best outfield the Dodgers could have is Tommy Edman in center, Teo in left, and Andy Pages in right. But because now Unfortunately, Edman, his ankle limits him to second base. You've got Teo in right field, and I don't know. How would you describe that play? He was just kind of loping. He didn't cut off the ball.
In the text to you guys, I used the word lollygag.
Yeah,
he kind of lollygagged to the ball, and he
took a terrible line.
Yeah, he took a bad angle, and he didn't sprint.
Right,
and then the ball. So a catcher, JT Realmuto, ends up with a triple. I think it was like only his third triple ever.
Yes.
Because Teo didn't run after the ball. And then, so everybody was, and then when the game got close late, it's 3-2. Had Teo run after that ball, this game would be tied.
Exactly. I always play that game in my head. Yeah. If only that had happened, then we would be.
And then he hits just this monster home run. I'm telling you, Mace, well, I'm hoping that game Saturday changed your mind. Are you still picking the Phillies?
No, game one, the entire thing has shifted. By the way, in Vegas, totally shifted. Dodgers now heavy favorites.
Believe it or not, Dodgers were favored before game one.
But it was slim. Now they're considerably favored. They're like minus 360, and the Phillies are plus 220. So there's a huge winning game one, stealing it on the road is huge in a 5-game series.
I want to ask you about something else that was in our text chain. So no, this is you looking good.
Oh, good. Let's breaking news.
So, I was so happy when they took Shohei out that they went to Glasnow.
Yes.
I went, okay, they're stacking starters like me and Bergman have talked about.
Yep.
And then Glasnow struggles in the 8th. The Dodgers always struggle in the 8th. The bases get loaded, and they go to Alex Vesia. And you text at the time, before he even threw a pitch, this is the right move. And I immediately jumped on you. I said, this is the wrong move. What are you talking about? He's been terrible for a month. Put Sasaki in now. Sasaki's a starting pitcher. He can get you one out in the 8th and still pitch the 9th. What are they doing? And Vesia got him out of it. Why did you think that was the right move?
So those guys are starters, right? Tyler Glasnow is a starter. Roki Sasaki is they're used to coming in bases empty.
Right.
This was a situation where Alex Vesia has seen bases loaded, runners on the corners,
but he
lots
normally
and lots of times.
He normally unloads the bases by giving up a hit.
True, but I've said this at the beginning, from the start of this thing, there are going to be critical moments, I think, for Blake Trinan and Alex Vesia through the rest of this postseason run.
God, no.
We are going to see something like that, because would you bring Tyler Glasnow in with the bases loaded?
I don't know, but I wouldn't have gone to the bullpen. I know that, and I still feel that way.
So you would have stuck with Glasnow?
No, I would have brought in Sasaki. Once Glasnow loaded the bases, I would have brought in Sasaki.
Here's the thing with Sasaki. I'm unclear on what he is and is not able to do right now. Like, is he able?
Could he pitch today?
Could he do an up and down? Could he have come in and got the last out of the 8th and gone back to pitch the 9th?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I don't know the answer to that.
I think is Alanna Rizzo coming on today?
She's coming on in 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, she may know. But
she'll know.
I just think these playoff baseball is so great. I mean, you're just hanging on every pitch. I was in my hotel room in San Francisco, and I'm watching that Dodger game, and it was so good. This is an embarrassing story, but I don't mind telling it. I really had to go to the bathroom. I didn't go until there was a commercial. Right. I mean, that's how into these games you are. I'm like, I didn't want to walk 10 feet to go in the bathroom because I didn't want to miss even one pitch.
Right.
That's how exciting these games are.
Now, I don't want to – well, I'll tell you, I'm a little superstitious. This was my Dodger T-shirt from Saturday. This was my Dodger hat from Saturday.
Honest answer to this question.
I feel really good about it.
Did you wash either?
No.
Okay, so you are superstitious.
I am absolutely superstitious.
And I hope you use deodorant.
I did, and I use the kind of the natural deodorant.
You and Brian I use
Dodgers
head to toe.
I use real deodorant. You know, Sewer Cravens comes in here. He says, "I use deodorant without aluminum." I'm like, I get the extra aluminum, man. I want Rite Aid extra, right Guard extra.
Matthew McConaughey doesn't use deodorant at all.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Not being his wife.
All right, coming up next for you, is there a silver lining to Shohei Ohtani's poor night at the plate on Saturday? We'll get to that coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m. all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WOW25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WOW25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WOW25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code WOW25.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Right now, for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or the Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end November 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pregame with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at PlayHPC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
This was heard, or will be heard, when he shows up on the mound in Game 4 of the NLDS. This is Tyler Glasnow's walk-up song.
Who is it?
You got me.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. John, this is your wheelhouse. You should know Led Zeppelin.
This is Dazed and Confused?
Apparently.
Well, it's
Playing
like
on
a
YouTube.
28-minute song.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
7.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes, yeah. By the way, a little nugget tonight for Game 2. The Dodgers will once again start Ben Rortvat, and they will start Miguel Rojas at third base. In the case of Will Smith, they say the hand still isn't right. In the case of Max Muncy, they say general soreness. Now, I would anticipate that once we see the Phillies go to a right-hander, we will see Max Muncy, but they're starting left-hander Jesus Luzardo tonight in Philadelphia.
All right, so Rojas is playing third.
Third base, yes.
Where's Kike?
Left field. I'm assuming. I've not seen the lineup. Is it out yet? But I would assume Kike's in left field.
Okay.
Miguel Rojas
because they started Call left in Game 1, right?
No, they started Kike in left.
They started Kike.
Call came in.
No, they started Kike at third.
Here's the lineup.
Okay,
we
got
got
the lineup.
Kike in left field.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
So it's going to be Otani DH, Betts shortstop, Teo right field, Freeman first base, Edmonds second base, Kike left field, Rojas third base, Pages center field, and Rortvet at catch, and Snell to pitch.
So wait, Pages sitting eighth.
Yeah, this is how it looks on what the Dodgers put out.
Wow, that's low in the lineup for him against
It is.
the lefty.
It is.
Yeah.
But you know, I think at this point they're going to be facing a very good lefty, not their best lefty. I mean, honestly, I think
Sanchez was great.
Sanchez is a terrific pitcher, probably number 2 or number 3 in Cy Young Award voting this year. Luzardo's solid. Ranger Suarez, who we'll see in Game 3 at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, he's better than Luzardo. So this is an unbelievable opportunity for the Dodgers to really punch him in the face and take this series by complete control.
This is a tweet from Bob, one of our listeners.
Hey, Bob.
He says, I think when Shohei pitches in the postseason, he should just focus on pitching. Put Teo as the DH, start Pages, Call, and Kike, move Otani to DH after he pitches.
So this is the guy that wants Otani out of the lineup?
That is a terrible idea, Bob. Otani is the most feared hitter in the last 50 years in baseball. You can't. I know he didn't look good. He struck out 4 times, but you can't take him out.
No,
you can't.
You can't take him out.
You have to hit him, and you have to hit him lead off.
You know what?
I think what you mentioned, John, specifically is that he is feared. The pitchers will pitch differently to him. They will intentionally walk him potentially at the end of a game. He has strikes the fear in anyone around him.
By the way, there was something weird that happened late in that game. Shohei Otani squared around to bunt at one point. You remember this? Apparently, the reason he did it was Dave Roberts told him, go slow because Sasaki's not ready yet. So that's why he squared to bunt on that one play to buy a little time. And, of course, the umpire got hit in the chest on that particular play, and it did buy time for Roki Sasaki to be ready for the 9th inning. And Roki Sasaki is just like a revelation at this point.
Talking about the game behind the game, I sent this to you guys this morning.
Yes.
There is there's a picture going around.
Yep.
That who was the reliever for the?
Well, the reliever's Matt Strom. The original post was Ben Verlander.
Right. Ben Verlander is Justin Verlander's brother, works for the MLB Network. He says that Andy Pages on second base could see what the pitcher was about to do. Now, the pitcher denies that this is anything.
Correct.
Do you think it's something? Do you think Andy Pages was tipping Teo about what was coming?
You know, I don't. This is what Matt Strom. So the original was Matt Strom showing everything possible to the runner on second, ball grip, everything. Pages seems to relay it to Teo. Boom, rest is history. Matt Strom responded this way: Ben, I get stirring the pot is how you make a living since baseball didn't pan out.
Ooh. Yeah, because Ben Verlander had a cup of coffee in baseball.
But go watch the game. He did the same thing on different pitches. Oh, and if you know ball, you'd know I've had my hands up the better part of a decade, and I always have my fingers together for every pitch.
So he's denying it was even an issue.
Yeah, he says that's the way he always does it. And Ben, I tend to believe Strom on this.
But if we want to live in a world in which Pages did.
Yeah,
okay, we want to live in that world that Pages did. It's not cheating. It's the pitcher gave too much up, and if Pages was signaling to his batter and to Teoscar Hernandez, that's a player helping his teammate out, and it's on the pitcher to cover that up and not tip.
And the other thing is, every team, there's a difference between electronically stealing pitches and doing what, if in fact he did, Andy Pages did. Sign stealing is a normal part of the game. When I worked in minor league baseball, there was one guy who was just the sign stealing guy.
Right.
He could figure stuff out, patterns during the course of the game. That exists with every team. And in this case, if he did signal to Teo, it's completely within the bounds of the rules.
Yeah, the reason the Astros got in trouble is because they took it to another level with the electronics.
Oh, yeah.
And the trash cans and everything
the buzzer on the chest.
It's the technology aspect that is it. And it's not also against, like, you see players in the dugout going through video and saying, hey, this is actually what the pitcher looked like when he threw that ball to you. That's not abnormal. That's just players, the teams using what they have at their hand. It's different than saying, buzz, buzz, you're getting a curveball.
Absolutely. By the way, Glasnow was in the can when they signaled for him.
Well, as I was talking about earlier, when you got to go, you got to go.
You never know.
You don't want him to, do his business on the mound.
Never know when you're going to get the call. Exactly right. And what can you say about Kik Hernandez?
It makes no sense.
He is the most irrationally great postseason player. Just irrational.
So there are other guys like Rajon Rondo, who was really good during the regular season, then got better in the playoffs.
Yep.
But Kike is terrible during the regular season and then just flips a switch. I've never seen in my career another player that has that can absolutely turn it on when, John Wooden in his Pyramid of Success, one of the things he talks about is competitive greatness. Be at your best when your best is needed.
Right.
That's Kike.
Now, we've seen players do this like sporadically, like all of a sudden somebody will have a great series. That's one thing.
Yeah, that Rosario in Atlanta had that one postseason.
Edmund last year in the NLCS had a fantastic series.
Exactly.
So Tommy Edmund was decent, during the regular season. Right. Kike hit 200.
Right.
I mean, Kike.
Well, but Edmund missed a ton of the season, too. Kike, yeah, you're right. They missed a lot. There's just something about, this is my theory, it's habit. Like, for example, Robert Horry, once one went in in a critical moment, he was like, oh, I can make these. And he went on to make them. Kike, once he starts hitting under pressure during the course of his postseason career, he's like, oh, this is habit. I know how to do this. I've been here before. I just think there's something to be said for that. Clutchness, I think, is a habit.
Yeah, he's
not scared.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And by the way, now that the Dodgers have one game up and game 2's today at 3:00, they obviously are playing with house money.
Yep.
I think they're going to
win it.
Yeah, I think they're going to be really aggressive tonight and say, we got one. Now we're coming for all of it.
Win this thing.
I do think there's something too about there's players like Kike and even Teoscar at the plate that seem to measure up in these big moments. But then there's also at times you can see a little bit of Shohei almost pushing himself to have these big moments. And he did not have a great night at the plate on Saturday. He went 0 for 4 and then he had a walk. So it was not the normal Shohei. But at times he feels like he pushes a little bit and maybe strikes out a little bit more. But the fear, like what Bob said, take him out of the lineup. Yeah, the fear of Otani is worth keeping him in.
And the weird thing about the strikeouts were 3 of them were looking.
Yeah, looking. It was weird.
Like he guessed that the breaking ball was coming and the guy would just groove a fastball right down the middle and he wouldn't swing at it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you were saying the fact that he was terrible at the plate and they won, that's a really good sign.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great sign. They've got power. It's a very balanced lineup. Plus, you got guys like, Teoscar Hernandez now, 3 postseason games, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. I mean, he is just a beast right now.
He's actually the rare guy that it's worth putting up with his bad defense because he always makes up for it offensively.
Exactly.
I will say one thing to Dodgers fans to worry about a little bit for the game tonight is that the top of the order for the Phillies basically were silent. And so we can't expect that to happen every single night.
That's Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber,
and Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
Well, you know what, though, guys? The Dodgers' top of the lineup, Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie didn't do much either.
No. Freddie had that critical walk That walk kept things alive. That was weirdly one of the most significant moments in the game. All right, $1 Million Monday is back on 710. Thank you to Pechanga Resort Casino. Listen all day long for your chance to win. Give us your big game prediction, both teams in the final score. You can win $1 million, and just for playing, you get 2 tickets to the Rams-Narlands game. $1 Million Mondays on ESPN LA, made possible by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play the perfect combination of Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Coming up next for you, Alanna Rizzo will join us. She knows these Dodgers up and down. We'll do that coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk about your Southern California Toyota dealers. This morning, I was at Manhattan Beach Toyota. Shout out Ron Vartanian. Shout out Gabe Stitt. They showed me all the new Toyotas. I drove the Sequoia Capstone today. It's unbelievable. And right now, it's Trucktober at your Toyota dealer. Your best time to get a new Toyota truck. They've got the largest inventory of Tacomas and Tundras ready to roll. The Tacoma is known for its legendary toughness, off-road capability, and everyday efficiency. Perfect for weekend adventures or just tackling your to-do list. And the Tundra brings power, great towing capacity, and bold design, plus all the latest tech and comfort features. Whether you need a truck that's built for the trails, built for work, or built for your family's next adventure, Toyota has you covered this Trucktober. Toyota, we make it easy. See your Toyota dealer today.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't-miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m., all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's, live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
My fantasy team needs anyone who can stop the tush push. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Big screens, fantastic food, ice-cold draft beer. Football has never tasted better at Mosen and Sideline Bar.
Number 2.
Bret Michaels live at Morongo for his only SoCal show, November 21st.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away $10,000 cash to one rewards card player, October 26th. Play your favorite slots for entry.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com today.
CSLB number 1011173.
What if you could instantly find whatever you need exactly when you need it? We're talking everything from parking spots to holiday gifts to the perfect shoes in your size. Think of all the time you'd save. While you may never instantly find these things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find top talent, and their advanced resume database lets you unlock top candidates' contact info instantly. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3. You're home for real Dodgers talk and super hot takes.
All right, so ready for super hot take?
Oh,
super hot.
Super hot take for promo.
Okay. Ready? Ireland?
Yeah. More of the fellas Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
All right, and joining us right now as we get ready for Game 2, Dodgers-Phillies at the bank in Philadelphia. Dodgers a 1-0 series advantage. The great Alanna Rizzo from Dodgers territory joins us right now. Thanks for coming on, Alanna. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
I'm good, Alanna, although you would have laughed at me over the weekend. We were on a text chain, and I said after Teo let that ball go to the wall, you got to get him out. He's too big of a defensive liability. And you saw how that worked out for me, so I think I might just shut up for the rest of the playoffs. The Dodgers are really hard to kill, aren't they?
They are. And I tell you what, to take Game 1 from a come-from-behind fashion at the bank in Philly says a lot. And that's exactly what you wanted. You wanted a Game 1 statement game, and the Dodgers have certainly done that. So, you know, we obviously knew that they had unbelievable starting pitching. The offense, the Hernandez brothers coming up huge in that game. Think of the embarrassment of riches, guys. Obviously, you have, Shohei Otani to Tyler Glasnow to Roki Sasaki. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. How do you explain, we were just talking about this, Kik Hernandez and what he's able to do in the postseason?
And Alana, let me say this. I've been around players my whole life. I'm one of the Laker announcers. Rajon Rondo was really good during the season, and then he got better in the postseason. The thing about Kike is he's terrible in the regular season and great in the postseason. Is there anybody else that's like that?
I mean, I don't know who to compare him to, but I will say this. I don't know that Kike would be terrible if he had an everyday opportunity to play, but what Kike has done is really embraced that role that he's in now. Bench player role, obviously wanted to come back to Los Angeles. It was a very, very late offseason deal. But this is where he wants to be. And to your point, there's something very special about Kike in October. And he was saying on another interview the other day that Rich Hill actually had told him one time, that and I've heard Rich say this before about other situations, but it's like you don't have to rise to the occasion. The occasion rises to you. And, Kike is just that guy. And you know what? Teo's not that far off. And I know what we were talking about with defensive liability, but Dave Roberts even said, in a joking way, it wasn't in a slanderous way by any stretch, but Teo gets bored in the regular season, and I think Kike probably gets bored in the regular season. It's a long season, not making excuses, but perhaps it's a reason. Nick Castellanos of the Phillies is the same way, and he's admitted to that. Some guys are just, I don't know, they have not the greatest attention spans in the world, and with 162, you need a long attention span, and Kike doesn't have it, and that's okay, because in the 4 weeks that matter the most, Kike is the best version of himself. And, again, I was screaming off any rooftop, and to anyone that would listen in the off season, I said Kike is the guy that you have to absolutely bring back, in addition, of course, to getting Blake Snell and the obvious, right? But I had a conversation with Andrew Friedman at the beginning of the season, and he said, Kike, he goes, I never thought I would say this, but Kike is actually such a leader in the clubhouse now. And he referenced back in the day, remember, in 2013, 14, probably 14, 15, 16, when Kike was in banana costumes. And he goes, it's very different. It's a very different Kik Hernandez now. And it continues to pay dividends for this club.
So there is some speculation out there. I think it started with Ben Verlander that Matt Strahm was tipping his pitches and that Andy Pages was able to signal to Tiago. And Strahm came out and said, no, I do that all the time. I'm always too fair. What's your take on that? Was Andy Pages able to steal something and relay it to Teo?
Maybe. And if he did, and it's okay. It's part of the game,
sure.
Right? It's gamesmanship. As long as they're not doing it electronically.
Yep.
If there's something that a guy on second base notices with the pitcher and can relay it to his team, whether it's by putting his hand up in the air or waving or whatever it was that they were doing, whatever the signal is going to be for a fastball, slider, change it, whatever it's going to be, that's okay. It is on the pitcher to make sure that he's not tipping, or it's certainly on, the first base coach or whatever, to make sure that your pitcher's not tipping, pitches. And whether it was, Chris Woodward or Dino Ebel, whoever it was that may have seen something with the Dodgers, or for the Dodgers rather, when their guys were on second, they noticed the tendencies. Davey Lopes used to be the best at that. When you're noticing tendencies of what a pitcher does, so be it. I guarantee you the Phillies would do it if they could.
Alanna Rizzo is our guest. Alanna, who else? I think the Dodgers are going back to the World Series, but the Phillies are a great team. It could the series could flip tonight. Who should the Dodgers be most worried about as these playoffs continue? Like, what other teams impress you?
The Dodgers should be most worried about themselves. And what I mean by that is they need to be worried about their bullpen. If they can get their starters through 6, and you can set up the bullpen just for 7, 8, and 9, there's nobody that can beat them because the Dodgers have the pitching depth in their starting rotation that they have the ability to piggy. I mean, if you have Tyler Glasnow coming out of the bullpen, come on.
Yeah.
You know, if you have Clayton Kershaw coming out of your bullpen, is he 2014 Clayton Kershaw? Maybe not. Does he need to be? No. So I think the Dodgers only need to focus on themselves and worry about themselves. I will say this, though. I think what benefits the Dodgers in this particular series is the fact it's only 5 games because Phillies don't have the starting staff that the Dodgers do. You know, it might be different if you could bring back game 1 and 2 starter, whatever it is, in 7 games over the course of this series. You know, Toronto obviously playing very dangerously. This is probably the best Toronto team in terms of complete teams we've seen in recent years, and that's even without Bo Bichette. Seattle's playing really well. Obviously, we saw it last night, and to be able to, win a game that Tarek Skubal rather started, that's impressive. But I'm not worried. Honestly, I think this is a year of really good parity in the league and really good parity in the postseason. I don't think there's one team by and large that really stood out over the course of the season, Dodgers included. But the Dodgers, nobody scares me except sometimes our bullpen. And I mean that sincerely, and I'm not trying to be rude about it. It's just it has not been that lockdown bullpen that we've seen in the past, and that's what you need in the postseason. So if our starters can go deep into the game and you can legitimately set up your bullpen the way you want, there's no reason this team can't repeat.
Now, I know when Andrew Friedman signed Roki Sasaki, he was thinking about closer for the postseason. I'm kidding. When did they decide, when did it occur to Andrew Friedman and Dave Roberts and those guys that this guy had the potential to be a big-time closer in the postseason?
That's a great question because I swear to you, he was on witness protection. I didn't know where Roki Sasaki was for 4.5 months, right? Like, he had that meltdown kind of when he was having, he had some teary eyes in the dugout. And he seemed really rattled. And then they apparently sent him to the moon. I don't know if that was Arizona. I don't know if that was, the lab. I don't know where he went and what he was doing. And obviously I'm saying this tongue in cheek, but he was gone for a very long time. So when did they decide that this guy was going to be the weapon that the Dodgers needed in the postseason, in the bullpen? I don't know, but I tell you what, he looks like an absolute genius, Andrew Friedman does, or whoever it was that decided, like, hey, this is what we're going to work on with him. He needs more than one pitch. You can be a 2-pitch pitcher right now out of the pen. And if you're throwing 100 miles an hour and you know how to locate it, that's a pretty unbelievable weapon to be able to come out of the Dodger bullpen. So I didn't think at first that Roki Sasaki was going to make the Dodgers postseason roster because I thought if they were going to use him, it was maybe going to be a long man out of the pen, but certainly not a starter. But it's like, heck, if you want to have him come out in the in the 9th inning, I mean, and Dave Roberts has not officially called him the Dodgers closer, but he's the Dodgers closer.
Yeah.
So I don't know when that happened, but what an idea.
Does he have any limitations or restrictions? Like, can he pitch on back-to-back days? Can he do an up and down? Do we know anything about the ways that Dave Roberts can employ him?
I don't know, just because I don't know where he's been at in terms of his, stretching out his arm or his workload or those types of things. But I would imagine at this point in the season, because he has not been pitching in real games and the strain in your arm is not bad. That's why I think Blake Snell is at such an advantage right now, because he has been on the shelf for so long. There's no fatigue in that arm. So I would not think there would be any restrictions. I would imagine he could go on back-to-back days. Again, it's all based on usage, right? But he's been so efficient so far. They had a day off. They didn't play yesterday. And they're going to have another day off after today's game because they'll fly back to Los Angeles and get ready for Game 3 at home. So I would imagine, certainly not in this series, and I would imagine moving forward, there's not going to be any restrictions on him.
All right. Hey, listen, Alanna, great stuff as always with you. Dodgers territory. Love the show. Is it 10 a.m. in the morning? Is that when it comes on?
We're on Mondays and Thursdays at 12 p.m. LA time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and then I'm on with Ken Rosenthal on Thursdays at 9:30 in the morning in Los Angeles on the Fair Territory Network.
Awesome. Hey, Alanna, thanks a lot for coming on. Go Dodgers!
Go Dodgers, guys. Always good to chat with you.
See you, Alanna.
There's Alanna Rizzo. She's very optimistic. She says the only team that can beat the Dodgers is the Dodgers.
I agree with her.
It's starting to look like that.
They're a pretty good team, though.
Stealing one in Philly. I said all along that the winner of this series would win the World Series. I feel good about it. You steal one on the road in Philadelphia. Tonight would just be a bonus.
Icing on the cake.
A bonus.
And we say tonight, it's really this afternoon. They play at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's tonight somewhere, I guess. All right, don't forget, the NLDS is on the ESPN LA app. Hear Major League Baseball on the ESPN LA app at 3 o'clock with Dodgers Phillies, followed by Cubs Brewers right after. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live Sports tile for play-by-play from ESPN Radio. And here the Dodgers try to take a commanding 2-0 lead over the Phils in Game 2 of the NLDS. And be sure to react tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. with the Blue Review on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. The MLB postseason on ESPN LA, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Going to do some icebreakers. Coming up next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m. all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Math is pretty simple. Low prices plus big trade value equals huge savings for you at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Come in today to trade and upgrade your vehicle or just sell it and get paid. We just crunch the numbers and you win either way. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com. The math is simple. More for your trade and less for your next ride at Ocean Subaru.
It's on here at Ocean Subaru.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
When it comes to food, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show doesn't mess around.
Have you ever fallen asleep at a restaurant?
Fallen asleep.
Fallen asleep, not passed out.
Okay,
fallen
now that
asleep.
you clarified a little bit, I have never fallen asleep at a restaurant.
Never had food coma.
No,
never
there's
had to put your
food
head down.
and I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
No.
From food comas to football, buffets to baseball, DeMarco and Travis are the perfect recipe for your afternoon drive.
We used to take over all you-can-eat places and stay there all day. Yeah,
You can do that?
Act. Like $8, we'd eat all day, literally.
Whether you're at work, on the road, or recovering from your own food coma, hang out with the guys.
crushing Kung Pao chicken all day long.
All day. Find the booth, lean over, get some sleep, wake up, eat some more.
Mongolia beef. Again.
Right. Bring it around
Again.
Another round, please.
Yes,
Cashew
all day.
chicken.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, so here's an update for Icebreaker Tally. We got some games last week.
It's
So we
early
got-
in the month. I can't be behind too much, right?
You're ahead. Mace is in the lead. 9. Brian has 6. So there we go.
There you go.
That is
Wait
the
a minute.
9 to 6
How
in
many
the
do
month
I
of
have?
October.
0.
None.
That can't be right.
You missed the first part of October.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
only the 6th.
It's only the 6th. You got plenty
Okay.
of time.
Got
Okay.
some time to make this up. All right,
Yeah.
so.
Wait a minute. I got the one that we did on Friday when Emily wasn't here.
I thought someone.
That doesn't
I
count.
got that one.
Brian
I got that one, didn't
I
I?
got that one.
That was,
No,
it was
I
Deion
wasn't here
Sanders.
Friday, so I
No,
got
no,
the
no.
one Thursday.
That
Do you
Deion
know that
Sanders
they
was a
read your
joke.
both
Okay.
fun just kept reading your Deion Sanders one like over and over
Really,
again?
they
3
did?
days in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, the third time I got it.
Got it.
I didn't get it the second time.
So I have for Brian, which he may have tampered.
Yeah.
that
Oh, no,
he
no, no,
won on Friday, and he got 6 points.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so here we go. So I'm going to try to get guess a celebrity. Hints get more obvious. You have one guess. For 10 points, I was born in 1988 in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right. And you're saying 1988? For 9 points, I have appeared on the cover of several magazines, including Sports Illustrated, Sports Illustrated Kids, Rolling Stone, ESPN the Magazine, Men's Fitness, Essence, and Men's Health. So all over the magazine covers.
Got it.
For 8 points, I was a 2-sport athlete. I was actually drafted by 2 different professional sports teams, but ended up choosing the NFL.
Okay.
Ready to move on for that one?
Yeah.
Okay. For 7 points, I have made an appearance on the show Entourage.
Okay.
Everybody's been on that show.
Yeah, that
Does not
doesn't help.
Okay. And stop me anytime. I started my career with NC State and then
Ireland.
transferred.
It's Russell Wilson.
It is Russell Wilson. There it is.
How many points did I get?
You got 6 points for that, so you're tied with Brian right now.
There you go. And I'm still leading.
You're still leading.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm the winner. Let's call it.
You need to cash in when John's gone for the NBA.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I will get some right while you're out of shows.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm here every day this week, but next week there's a chance. Bergman and I are trying to work it out. Next week there's a chance I could miss multiple shows. So
So you're
we'll see.
saying there's a chance.
I will clean up when you miss. All right, so ladies, you got something to read there, John?
I do. Icebreakers is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka.
Yes.
Have you tried Blue Ice Vodka yet? It's fantastic. Crafted in the heart of Idaho from potatoes, distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice Vodka isn't just vodka. It's a statement, and you got to check it out. Just ask for it by name. Once you try it, you'll be hooked. Blue
There you
Ice
go.
is great.
All right, so a tweet came out today. It is from one LeBron James. It says the second decision is tomorrow, October 7th, and it's very dramatic. He walks out onto a basketball court.
What's the first thing you thought when you saw it?
Retirement.
I think that's what they want you to think.
Correct.
Here's what I think, and I could be wrong. He might announce he's retiring. I don't know. I was sitting right next to him last night on the bus.
Didn't mention it?
He did not, but not that he would to me. I think it's about Amazon Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day's tomorrow. He has a deal with Amazon Prime. I think the two things are related. What do you think?
I think he's pimping Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say there's a world. In which there's a decision to be made.
Right.
So if LeBron does a final season, does a retirement tour, do you think he would announce it around this time so that every single game can be
I think Kobe
potentially
did
LeBron's
that.
last game?
100%.
Yeah.
But I don't get the sense necessarily that LeBron's ready for that. Do you think I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he is retiring after this year.
I don't either.
I think he will be playing. I'll say this. I know people are going to, LeBron is trolling with this post and all that stuff. Look, if you've got a couple of bajillion followers, you should be allowed to monetize your feed. And that's essentially what he did. There's no difference between what LeBron is doing for Amazon Prime and whatever Kim Kardashian does for Skims or any of that stuff.
And it's so see-through. It's okay. It's okay, LeBron. We
understand.
understand.
It's totally fine. I'm not totally mad at it. It's
what they do.
It's what they do.
I do need to, so I wasn't really following sports as well when the first decision came out when he sat down. So why was it such a big deal? I know why it's such a big deal because he was the best player in the league trying to figure out where he was going to go next. But why did everyone hate it so much?
Well, he was playing in Cleveland. He narrowed the list of potential finalists, and we kind of knew what was going on. I assumed he would not stab Cleveland in the face. But that's exactly what he did on national TV, and it was not necessary. That was a brutal moment for the city of Cleveland, any Cavs fan. He really was basketball in the state of Ohio. And to go on national TV to announce, I'm done with you, was brutal.
Yeah, but he made up for it. I mean, he came back, he won him a title.
But at the moment, you understand why people were so pissed off, especially in Cleveland.
I was telling you for 3 months he was going to Miami. You didn't believe me.
No, I didn't, and neither did Cleveland.
Yeah.
Why would look
if I knew, I think they had to know. I mean, I'm just a hack reporter. I knew 3 months before he was doing it.
But I don't think fans knew.
I came on the. You remember this? I came on the radio every day and said he's going to Miami. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
But I don't think Cleveland was listening to ESPN LA at that point.
What is wrong with those people?
Yeah, they were
outrage.
They were not tuned in. We didn't have a big fancy app where you could listen anywhere in the world with crystal clear digital audio,
or the YouTube either.
Or the YouTube. By the way, the YouTube. And you had a report. The YouTube is going up, right?
Doing great. And, we're going to keep on trying to do more stuff on the YouTube for you guys. So make sure you tune in every day.
Yeah. By the way, I ordered something that we're going to use maybe at the end of this week.
Can I guess some things?
Sure.
Is it a ring light?
It is not. It is not.
I'm going to ask more things. Is it going to be like a little tiny microphone? Like they use on TikTok?
It is not going to be a tiny
microphone.
Is it a pair of those glasses that tells you everything you need to know?
I already have those.
Okay. Oh, you already have the meta glasses?
I have the meta glasses.
Are you going to become like one of those influencer girls that goes to like all the restaurants and be like, this is the best calamari in all of LA?
No, that is not what I'm
you're not going to do that?
What are you doing?
I ordered the Last Dab, which is the spiciest hot sauce that Sean Evans uses on the Hot Ones.
Do you want us to die?
No, he's fighting for himself.
I'm not asking you to. I'm not afraid of it. I've told you I'm Captain Spicy.
You're Captain Spicy.
How long after eating the dab can you wait before you have to drink something?
Oh, and I think you have to drink milk right after. I think that's
but isn't the thing on the Hot Ones they make you wait a certain amount of time?
Right, they answer the question, but they're allowed to drink.
Yeah, you're you got to. They always have a glass of milk there, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, they all did it on SNK. Apparently, Parker just told me. Well, they didn't talk to Captain Spicy.
Did they have the? Oh no, did they have the Last Dab? The actual Last Dab?
I think that's what Parker told me.
So this bit has been done?
It's Captain Spicy time.
Oh,
I guess.
Captain Spicy time. Oh, I thought we were
been done. I guess
being highly original. When's our 99 Nugget challenge?
We can do it another game this week. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Look it up. Look it up because I'm definitely going to do the 99 Nugget challenge.
The pie in the face guy too.
Pie in the face guy. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you. And the face tattoo.
Well, no, the face tattoo I think is going to be probably Cappy.
Yeah,
is probably going to get cut in guillotine.
Although
Lucas, who was in here earlier, was hovering near the border too.
Yeah, no, Lucas is right there near the cut line.
I'm near too, but I got some guys going tonight.
I am also near it. I can't imagine I last very long, but
Emily, your team is like at the top.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not near it at all.
There are some players that are getting cut loose this week that'll be interesting.
Yeah, could be.
I'm eyeing them. How'd you do on Prize Picks this weekend, Bray?
Another 5 out of 6 flex play. I've been getting killed with these flex plays. Still getting some money back.
And you got to have them all to win? It's like a parlay?
To win big.
Oh, to win big.
If you hit 5 out of 6, do you get some money back?
About double your money, but I'm usually doing, $2 to $5 bets, so I'm getting $10 back when I have a chance at like 200.
It's just to have a little action.
Right.
So
keeps me going, though.
So, Ireland, here's how into this I am. I wanted to tell you.
I'm a little I got to tell you guys, I'm a little jealous of you guys for this Prize Pick stuff. As long as I'm working for the Lakers, I don't even want the appearance of impropriety.
Oh, yeah, no, you shouldn't.
So I don't even want to do Prize Picks for football.
Right.
Somebody will, that game of telephone, somebody will say Ireland's betting on sports.
Yeah, no,
so I don't want to do it, but I am jealous. I think you guys are having a lot of fun with this.
So I sent Brian my winning ticket on Friday, and John, you'll understand. These are brand names, household names. I had Walker Eget from San Jose State, more than 305.5.
Right, so who tipped you on Walter Eget?
My meta glasses. Walter Egat more than 1.5 touchdown passes. Jack Lane, the quarterback for San Jose State, more than 230 yards. And Keegan Johnson, running back from San Jose State, more than 4.5 receptions.
So, but now let me ask you this. Did you end up watching the San Jose State game?
I did. Yeah. I was like totally into it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, Walter Egat, way to go, man.
Yeah, it gives you a reason.
Here's the deal. If you're not playing Prize Picks, what are you waiting for? You can get your meta glasses and ask ChatGPT what to wager on. Here's the deal. Prize Picks, pick 2 to 6 player stat lines. Guess more than or less than, and you can win big. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. It's the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player, like I did there, up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want to pick more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns?
What happened to Josh Allen last night?
Go figure. Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Probably didn't win if you had him. Prize Picks is how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose the flex play like Brian does, where you can get paid even if your picks miss. And if you want the biggest payouts, go play the power play. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it is good to be right. And it's good to be listening right now because we got open phone lines for Sports Graffiti.
All right, 877-710-3776. Lines open now. 877-710-3776. Now, you can ask us about anything. We've talked about the Dodgers. We've talked about UCLA. We've talked about the Rams. There's that weird Mark Sanchez story that we'll get into at some point. But anything you guys want to talk about is fair game. 877-710-3776. If you're one of those people that says, I always try and call Sports Graffiti and the lines are jammed. They're not jammed now. Open the phones, Em. 877-710-3776. Sports Graffiti.
By the way, and maybe you want to talk about Walter Eget and his performance for San Jose State.
I don't think anyone does,
Mexico
but if they would like
Friday
to,
night.
why not?
It's open. The Eget lines are open. 877-710-ESPN. Big day. NLDS Game 2 coming up this afternoon. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m. all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams return home to SoFi Stadium on Sunday, November 2nd to host the Saints in a classic NFC West versus NFC South showdown. You can experience this game live from SoFi Stadium by visiting therams.com/NO. Again, that is therams.com/NO to see stars like Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, and Jared Verse battle Alvin Kamara and the Saints on Sunday, November 2nd at 1:05 p.m. Grab your tickets now, and we'll see you at the Rams Center.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, here we go. Sports Graffiti on the day of Game 2 NLDS coming up for you at 3:08 this afternoon. Jesus Luzardo for them and Blake Snell for us.
All right, here we go. Jimmy and El Segundo. You're our leadoff hitter, Jimmy. You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yeah, two quick things. Yep. One for producer Emily, who wasn't listening to Sports Talk Radio during the decision. I think one of the things that really annoyed particularly Laker fans about it was calling himself King James when he hadn't won a ring yet, and then putting all the kids from the Boys and Girls Club on the stage with him. It was just really cringy and awful, and I think everyone was rooting for Dirk Nowitzki that year in the finals. But I want to tell you guys, I've been listening to you since way back then, and this is the first time I've listened to Sports Talk Radio or any kind of sports media since the Rams lost. And I'm curious, after a big-time loss like that for any LA team, do your ratings go up or go down? Because I got to admit, I can't even listen to anything for like 3 or 4 days because I'm just so heartbroken.
It's a good question. Normally, when something is on fire, our ratings go up. When there is a crisis of,
it's either when it's fantastic or it's horrible.
Right. And if they're like, that's why, like, nobody really cares about the Angels.
Right.
Or the Clippers.
Right.
Because they're never really playing in games that are important.
Right.
And so when somebody's playing in game, and in the NFL, every game's important.
Sure.
So I think that's the answer to the question.
Yeah.
If you're playing for big time stakes, it's good.
Yeah,
for
we had
us.
a boss that would always say it's about hope and fear. It's never about okay.
Yeah.
It's never about average. It's about hope and fear.
Heather in Palmdale. Hey, Heather, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. I really enjoyed listening to you guys talk about one of my favorite players, Mr. October, Kik Hernandez.
Yeah.
And one thing that I wanted to offer was my son read an article saying that Kik has ADHD. So over 162 games, where it's a really long time, it's hard to really dial in. But during the postseason, it's like his superpower, and he just is there and he's ready to rock.
Heather, my son has ADHD. I'm going to tell him it's a good thing. You can make millions of dollars playing baseball with your condition.
Yes.
So that could be it. That's interesting. Thanks. Here's Javier in L.A. Hey, Javier, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. When Miami eventually loses a couple more games, do you think the Rams will go after Achane and Darren Waller? And then also, you guys mentioned Mark Sanchez. I just wanted to say a fun fact that when I went to Santa Margarita as a freshman, Mark Sanchez was a senior, and then Klay Thompson was either a sophomore or junior. So, yeah, I just wanted to.
Yeah, okay. Loaded with future pro stars.
Yeah, for sure.
Armand in L.A. Hey, Armand, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yeah, hi, guys. I wanted to go back to the Ram game, which was atrociously played and et cetera. But I had a question regarding the end of the first half.
Yep.
When San Francisco decided to run the ball, why couldn't we slow tackle the running back and let time expire? We're only 2 seconds left,
Oh, you're talking about McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, yeah.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, let him run a little bit, and then they wouldn't be able to. It's dangerous.
Right,
so
it's dangerous.
He's pretty quick, Armand. If he gets loose in space, that could cost you 6 points. So I don't.
Yeah, but he was surrounded by a bunch of tacklers. Just
right, but I don't think you can tell your tacklers not to tackle. That's a risky proposition. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You wanted to burn clock.
but it's hard. And, there was...
And you don't want to give up a touchdown, right?
Yeah, there was that game last week where the Cowboys were messing around and almost messed around too much, and they had 1 second left to kick the game-tying field goal. If you mess around too much and you try and get cute, it can cost you.
Yeah, when my team's got like 18 seconds left and I'm watching, I'm always nervous.
No timeouts.
Can they throw a dart? Can they, it's nerve-wracking, and you're right. Teams cut it very close.
Victor in Eagle Rock. Hey, Victor, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to talk about the big teams in L.A. If you can get rid of the Chargers, the Clippers, and the Angels, will you do it?
No, because they have fan bases. They're actually now. I will say this: if I was Steve Ballmer, I would. And Emily, you saw this weekend.
Yeah,
I would move the Clippers to Seattle.
100%.
He won't do it now because he built that new arena. But he's got so much money that it probably doesn't matter.
He just doesn't care.
I'm just saying there is a passionate sports fan base in Seattle that just doesn't exist for the Clippers.
Out of curiosity, you might know this. If you took the Clippers, and forget the building, if you took the Clippers and moved them to Seattle, large market
change
to
their
smaller,
name to the Supersonics,
large market to smaller market, do they make less money by going to a smaller market as opposed to being B team in the number 2 market in America?
It's a good question. I think they might make a little bit less, like in TV revenue, for example.
Yep.
But I think they'd make it up in other areas.
Yeah, Root Sports, the Seattle affiliate up there, just disbanded.
Right.
So they already lost their RSN for that.
Yeah, it's a super complicated situation. We won't get into it. It's in the weeds. But Rob Manfred is trying to collect everybody's local TV rights.
Yeah, but in terms of like the Angels, I mean, Orange County is kind of a different market than here.
Angels is a different market. Clippers.
That's why when the Clippers we're talking about moving to Orange County, I thought it was a good idea.
Right.
They ended up not doing it. So now they're always going to be second fiddle in L.A. Here is Nick in Dallas. Hey, Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, you guys. Just want to give a quick shout to Emily and Laura. They do a great job producing the shows. But just 2 quick things, though. I just think Teo needs to step in a little bit in right field. And lastly, I love how Roberts is mixed matching the lineups. But also, I think he's playing little mind games towards the Philly staff on how he's playing Will Smith. Notice that he's playing Will like the half of the last 4 or 5 innings of Saturday's game, and I think he can do the same to tonight's game as well. So let's go in and get game two, make a point, and Dodgers, we're for real, and we're doing what we got to do, and let's go to game 2, going back to LA. Let's get a 2-0.
Yeah, I think Will Smith is going to play half the game like he did the other night, and I think Muncy will be back in the game once they chase Jesus Luzardo.
Yeah, in terms of Will Smith, he caught Yamamoto's bullpen session this morning, and reporters caught up to him afterwards. He said, "My hand is fine." I think Dave Roberts, knowing he's playing with house money, says, well, let's not push it. Let's not have him catch 9 innings with a broken hand. So that's why they're going to get Rortvedt in there to start.
Yep.
And I think will play sooner rather than later, and might even start game 3. Here's Nelson in Tarzana. Hey, Nelson, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Good afternoon, fellas.
Good afternoon.
First off, I want to say I was at the UCLA game on Saturday.
What a game.
And it was a lot of energy, and it was a great scene, a lot of energy. A couple gripes. First off, at the end of the game, all the fans are congregating in the northern end zone, ready to storm onto the field because UCLA just, upset the number 7 team in the country, and the fans want to be engaged, and the players want to be engaged with the fans, and they didn't let the fans onto the field, which I do not understand. Is there some type of rule that I don't know?
Yeah,
it was more security blocking the field than protecting the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, Nelson, I'm glad you brought this up. I think what you saw was a direct reaction, Emily, to the Virginia-Florida State game.
Yeah.
When, I don't know if you saw this, Nelson, but a Florida State receiver with the game on the line in overtime couldn't come up with a catch. The ball hit the ground, and within, what do you think, 2 seconds, maybe less than 2 seconds,
maybe less, yeah.
There were 20,000 people on the field. And it was so unsafe, Nelson. I actually feared for that receiver. I thought he might have been trampled.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think what most schools, for legal reasons, are now going to try and secure from people on the field. Now, what I've always said is, if you plan it right, what you can say is make an announcement. You are free to rush the field as soon as the other team gets off. We're going to put a 30-second clock on the scoreboard, and then security will lay back. and that way that
that
other
sounds
team
like a
can
plan.
get
Yeah.
off the field and
Yeah.
get off. So that's what I would do. But the reason they stopped them, I think, is that Miami or Virginia, Florida State.
And how
game.
much is the fine for
I wouldn't
storming
say
the
it's
field?
usually
it escalates.
Yes,
too,
for how many
right?
people do it, I would say it's usually between like $10,000 and $50,000. I will say Virginia had a lot more people than
for
than
sure.
UCLA did at Rose Bowl this weekend, but an amazing upset.
Yeah, and storming the field can be I mean, I've told this story, but when I was at Bowling Green, we finished in a 12-0 season or 11-0 season, and everybody stormed the field, and the goalpost came down. Some guy got hit in the head and was seriously injured. So it is now they've got those retractable ones now that make a difference. But yeah, field storming I guess can be unsafe.
I think it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
Here's Albert in Rancho Cucamonga. Hey, Albert, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. Like the previous caller said, Emily's a great producer.
Agreed.
My question is for Ireland. Today or earlier you said Otani is the best batter we've had in 50 years.
Right.
But you were mind-boggled last series when they walked him to pitch to Mookie. So I'm curious
No, here's
why you didn't think.
Here's why. Because at the time in the game where they walked Shohei to get to Mookie already had 4 hits. So, I mean, he was the hottest hitter on the team at the time. So I probably would have pitched to Shohei, but I get it. I guess if I was a manager, you'd have to live with yourself at night.
Yeah, I mean, I would
and,
try to pitch
why
around
let Shohei
Shohei
beat you
Yeah,
if you
why-
don't have to?
why let the obvious guy crush him?
But that's why the Dodgers are so dangerous, Albert, is because those first 3 spots, and if you include Teo, those first 4 spots you can't really pitch around.
Nope.
Like the Phillies did a really good job on Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie, and they still lost.
Yeah.
Because Kike and Teo
Teo
came up with big hits.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the Dodgers so dangerous. But it's a fair point. If I'm going to say Shohei's the most feared hitter in 50 years, I can't turn around and say don't walk him.
Our minds get boggled all the time,
Yeah.
so don't worry.
Here is Nelson in Pomona. Hey, Nelson, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just want to first show you your flowers for all the great work that you and the team does there. So thank you for all the hard work. LA loves you all.
Sure.
Thanks, man.
But I wanted to show flowers to 2, I think, very important people, especially with the World Cup next year. I wanted to shout out to Joe Totino with the Galaxy.
Joe
and Dave
Totino.
Denholm.
Our old buddy Joe Totino, yeah.
And Dave Holm, I think they're doing a great job being ambassadors for the sport and being the play-by-play. I love listening to both of them, even though I'm a Galaxy fan. I think they're both legends for
Oh, that's very nice of you,
Very
Nelson.
nice.
Thank you. And Dave Denholm's great.
He does a great job.
And I just love when Dave comes out of his shoes. Like I come out of my shoes a lot when I do games. So but he's great when LAFC scores a goal. He's coming out of his shoes almost every
the
time.
thing I love about both Joe and Dave is that they loved soccer long before really the MLS blew up.
Yep.
And so the sport got big enough for them to be able to each do play-by-play for an MLS team, and they both just love it. You can tell how much they love it. All right. You good?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
good?
that's good. That's
Yeah,
it for
that's
Sports
good.
Graffiti.
That's good. Hey, let's talk about on Sports Graffiti, sponsored by Better Health. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout. All right, we've waited long enough. We've waited long enough, John. UCLA beats Penn State. Do they have a Coach O situation on their hands? We'll talk about that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti. Weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
After a tough 26-23 loss to the San Francisco 49ers in overtime at SoFi Stadium on Thursday night, the Rams begin preparations for what comes up next, and that would be the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. And of course, the Rams are going to need to get another top-notch performance from Matthew Stafford, one of the few bright spots in that Thursday night game against the 49ers. Matthew Stafford throwing for 389 yards, completing 30 of his 47 passing attempts, including not one or two, but 3 touchdowns, including one to Puka Nacua and 2 to Kyren Williams. If the Rams are going to find their way back to the winning side, they're going to need to continue to have Matthew Stafford lead the way. Plus, Kyren Williams, can he hold on to the ball? A big fumble for him on the goal line on Thursday night. And, of course, can the Rams get their kicking game figured out? Another blocked kick. That makes 4 through the first 5 games of the season. All things to look forward to as they get ready to take on the Ravens. With Monday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pregame with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at playhbc. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I'm a babyface and John's a heel.
John's not a heel.
Exactly.
John's the heel.
Mr. 1%'s a heel?
He's a heel.
Well, I'm Mr. 1% and I own it.
Back to Steve Mason and John Ireland.
And it is going nowhere. The Bruins have stopped the Nittany Lions, and they will upset the number 17 in the country.
There it is, the shocker of the weekend. As you heard
Maybe
here
of the
Friday,
year.
we all picked UCLA in the upset here.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, all you guys weren't here. I was
No,
all over
I was
UCLA.
not here, but I'm guessing all you guys
Yeah,
took
we
Penn
all,
State, right?
all took Penn State. It was
Wasn't the
24 and a half.
Yeah, the point spread was something crazy.
Yeah,
too,
go figure. 24 and a half, and they pull off the upset.
It was the most surprising win in maybe 20 years at UCLA.
Yeah.
I would have bet my house before that game
Sure.
that they weren't going to win. But that's why sports are great.
Absolutely. And just win outright. I mean,
Yeah.
covers one to win it outright is different altogether. And
Might have
now
dominated them too.
Well, they almost gave it away at the end, but That Nico, is it
Nico Imaleva?
No, I think you're leaving
Imaleva.
syllables out. Tell Bergman to come in. He can pronounce it.
Imaleva.
No, I think you're short a couple
Am
syllables.
I short syllables?
It's obvious now that kid can play, and Deshaun Foster didn't know how to use him.
No, absolutely. He's the kid that came from Tennessee. Was much better than people thought he was early in the season. No question.
Nico Iamaleava.
Iamaleava. So, you were 2 syllables short.
I said Imaleva, and you say...
Iamaleava.
Nico!
And
Nico
by the way, Greg, I'd like to shout out his uncle, who apparently thinks me and Bergman were ripping him all year, which I don't know what station.
So he tweeted you direct?
Yeah, I don't know what station that guy's listening to, but we don't even know how to pronounce his name, let alone rip him.
You have to know his name to rip him.
We didn't really mention you. So.
Yeah, but it's obvious that kid can play, and I was just so happy for Jerry Neuheisel.
Yeah.
I mean, he found out on Tuesday. I don't know him.
Yep.
I know Rick a little. But Jerry found out on Tuesday that he was calling plays and said he slept about 3 hours a night.
Yeah.
And there was such a difference in the play calling. It was aggressive and different and fun and good for him.
CBS had a camera on Rick Neuheisel as Jerry
Yeah,
because
Rick was working the studio
Exactly. So here is a little bit of that.
And then a splash and a ride for the play caller, who I soon think will be considered the offensive coordinator. And his dad's reaction, you might ask? Get him down! Get him down! Yeah!
That is so cool.
You know, Rick has had this happen twice now. When Jerry was a player at UCLA, he was the 2nd or 3rd string quarterback, and they played a game against Texas in Jerry World. And the starter, I may have this wrong, but I think it may have been Brett Hundley back then. It was somebody good.
Yep.
And he got hurt, and Jerry got pressed into service and led them on a game-winning drive and got carried off the field at the end of it. So fast forward, 12, 13 years later, he gets another carried off the field moment.
Yeah.
And, one thing to make him out of this, Tim Skipper is the interim coach, and
I'm sure Jerry will get bumped to offensive coordinator.
Well, maybe not, but I certainly would elevate him to that for the rest of this season.
Yeah, I'm not saying in the future, yeah.
This is a lost season, and maybe Scott, what's interesting is I think Jerry is early 30s, like 32, 33. When Rick became a head coach at Colorado, that's about the same age he was.
Right.
So maybe
He's 33.
Jerry's 33?
Correct.
Yeah, I think Rick was 34 when he got his first head coaching job. And I was just, let me put it this way. Those kids at UCLA this year have been taking a lot of crap because the team has been so bad. And when they started paying players a few years ago, the gloves were kind of off. We used to stay away from ripping college kids because they weren't paid. Now that they are paid, they've been getting a lot of criticism. And for them to have that moment, I didn't think they were going to win a game, Mace. I thought when they lost to Northwestern, I thought they were going 0-12.
In Vegas, there are actually odds on UCLA going winless, and the odds were pretty good. I mean, people thought it was going to happen.
Right. I want to go back, though, to you saying, he probably won't get it past this year. Why not? If they elevate him to OC,
yeah, which
and
I think they'll do for
games,
this year.
Why wouldn't somebody want to hire him as an OC or a head coach?
Well, UCLA, if Martin Jarman stays as the athletic director, and that's very iffy. There are people like literally paying money to fly planes around the Rose Bowl saying fire Martin Jarman. The UCLA Blue Bloods are really, really calling for his head. If he stays, he has to get this coaching hire right.
Yes.
And I don't think, what we're seeing is everybody's trying to find the next Sean McVay.
Sure.
Sometimes you're better off going with a proven commodity. You look around the NFL, like that Jonathan Gannon who lost yesterday in the that's the weirdest way to lose brutal. I've ever seen. He had a running back drop a 70-yard run on the 1-yard line. He just dropped the ball for no reason. A lot of guys who have no coaching experience are struggling. Like you look at the guy who's coaching the Jets, Aaron Glenn has never been a head coach.
Yes.
A lot of those guys are struggling. The guys who have been head coaches before are doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, like Sean Payton had a big win in Philadelphia yesterday. Yeah, Vrabel's another, great example of that. Andy Reid was a reclamation project when Kansas City picked him up for Philadelphia. Sometimes it's better to go proven. And I wonder if UCLA, who has consistently hired people who haven't been head coaches before. Whether it's, Carl Durrell or, in this case, Deshaun Foster.
Yeah.
I think they've got to go with somebody with a track record.
I just don't know why, given especially, I'm going to go by the conversation we had with your neighbor, Bruce Feldman, a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why an established head coach would want that job.
Well, you have to commit to it financially.
They're behind the curve NIL.
Right.
I know Nico, that guy's getting paid. I'm not going to even try the name.
Nico.
Yeah. We'll just call him Nico.
He's like Cher.
It's like
Nico.
or Tua.
Yeah. Or me at a Rams game. Steve.
But by the way, you look at the way that guy played. And he played an almost perfect game. And they, at the end, very much like the Rams at the end of their game, they went for it on 4th and 1 when they didn't have to. They didn't make it. And it certainly appeared like Penn State was going to go in for the tying touchdown. And UCLA's defense came up big.
Yeah.
But you can't take this away from them. They've been crapped on all year, the coaches, the kids, the school, all of it. And for them to pull that win out, which is the biggest upset in college football all season, it might actually end up firing James Franklin. That's how bad.
Right.
I mean,
it's
Penn
a
State
terrible loss for Penn State.
Are calling for his head. It was just good for UCLA.
Yeah.
And I will say, we're going back to the UCLA making a decision, and you say you want an established veteran coach.
I think they have to consider it. Yeah.
They have to consider it. I think this is something that Travis said a lot about the hiring of Sean McVay, that he heard it from someone else, that if you wait for the person to be ready, you're not going to get him. And so, for all we know, they won't be able to get somebody that's a veteran, that's a great coach, but Jerry Neuheisel could turn out to be, or Tom Skipper to turn out to be
by the way,
fantastic.
it works in the reverse, too. Like, for example, USC had Lane Kiffin before he really knew how to be a head coach. We had Sark before he really knew how to be a head coach.
Lane and Sark had both previously been head coaches. Sark was the head coach of Washington. Lane had actually been the head coach at the Raiders and at Tennessee when USC hired him.
Sean had never been a head coach. Sean McVay had never been a head coach before he came
and he was 31.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks they can find the next Sean McVay. It's not easy. I mean, that's what all these guys are trying to do in the NFL. They're trying to hire all these coordinators. These Jonathan Gannon, Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore, Ben Johnson. They're all thinking, okay, this guy could be the next McVay. And then you look at Mike Vrabel. You look at, guys, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, who've been coaches before, and they've all got their people on track.
You know what those guys have in common? They were all coordinators.
Yeah. Deshaun Foster never was.
Never was.
But
you got to at least be a coordinator.
Here's the fun thing about Jerry Neuheisel.
Yeah.
With that win, you have to elevate him to basically be the offensive coordinator now.
He obviously was in sync with Nico.
Yeah, and I think he hired Noel Mazzoni, one of the old UCLA offensive coordinators, to help him. And I could not be happier for everybody over there. They've had a crap year, and for them to get that day, one day was awesome.
One game. Do you think they'll win again?
I do now. I think they'll probably steal a win. I mean, they play Michigan State this week.
They have bigger wins than any USC has had this.
Yeah, they're
so far.
7.5-point dogs at Michigan State. So they're in it.
What's the spread in the USC-Michigan game?
-2.5. USC -2.5.
I think USC wins that game.
I think USC's absolutely going to win that game. Absolutely going to win that game. 100%. I have no hesitation in saying
money
USC's
on it?
going to win the game.
This is what you said about the Rams. 100%. I think you used the word comfortable. And then you made him your survivor pick.
But this is a guarantee. I think this is a guarantee that USC beats Michigan.
Okay, mythical money?
Sure, let's do it.
I think USC's going to win, so you can't bet against me. So put what you want
give
on
me
it.
$10K -2.5 USC Saturday at the Coliseum.
All right, then you'll be done at $16K if you don't get it.
By the way, gigantic week. Tomorrow night I'm going to the Kings opener. Wednesday night, me and Bergman are going to go to the Dodger game. Thursday, hopefully it's not even necessary. Let's just assume it's not necessary on Thursday.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm hosting a Q&A at a bookstore on Thursday night. I need them to finish this in 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Finish it in 3. And then Saturday, of course, USC at Michigan. It's a big, big sports week. All right, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And at the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie, they want everybody to pause and stand with every survivor, every fighter, every family that has been touched by this disease. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. That is more than a statistic. It's our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our friends of friends. That is why Jacob and Ronnie stands behind this community. Just like they fight for clients every day, they believe in fighting for awareness, for early detection, and for hope. This month, the pink ribbons you see across Los Angeles are more than a symbol. They are a reminder to get screened, to check with loved ones, and to keep showing up for each other. Jacob and Ronnie is proud to support the fight against breast cancer and proud to support the survivors who inspire us every day. Join us. Visit calljacob.com to register for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Awareness Walk, taking place on Saturday, October 18th at the Citadel Outlets in Commerce. Donate, RSVP, walk with us to help make strides toward bringing this disease to an end. Again, walk together and make the strides against breast cancer. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And baseball fans, join DeMarco and Travis today for a live broadcast and watch party from Philippe's in the original in downtown LA starting at 3 p.m., all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you, yes, you, the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right. Be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends and join Ice Cold Bud. Cheer the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this afternoon, live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't-miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m., all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday, Philippe's, live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
My fantasy team needs anyone who can stop the tush push. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Big screens, fantastic food, ice-cold draft beer. Football has never tasted better at Mosen and Sideline Bar.
Number 2.
Bret Michaels live at Morongo for his only SoCal show, November 21st.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away $10,000 cash to one rewards card player, October 26th. Play your favorite slots for entry.
Morongo, good times.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Discover the bold taste of tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit AmorSalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department. From our kitchen to yours, Amor in every bite.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The biggest show on
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mason and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
1987, this record came out. A perfect single. I was a program director at this point. This was just absolutely
There
number
was
one
a
for a very long
time
time.
when George Michael was as big of a pop star as there exists.
Well, this
and now
video
he's
is
probably more famous for what happened outside the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah, this video is basically George Michael's butt.
And with a super hot girl
Yes.
who, the rumor was back then, that's his girlfriend. As we know now, he was on the other team. But he was, for about, what do you think, 5-6 years, he was it.
Oh, he was the guy. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think this was, for me, if you think of George Michael, what is the one record? For me, this is the record I think of. Do you think of another one?
A friend of mine produced the song Knew You Were Waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good record.
So
I
think
like
it's,
that.
it's Aretha Franklin and George Michael, right?
I still call him records. Is that odd?
No.
I mean, the
everybody
Grammys still call them records.
Yeah, you're right. Record of the year, exactly.
So he's back in the news again because his estate, was credited on Taylor Swift's new album for the song
that's right.
Father Figure.
I heard that cut.
All right, so how is Taylor Swift's new album? I know you've already bought it, right?
I listened to it. I didn't
Okay.
buy it. Growing on Me.
Okay,
First
not
listen
your
was not my
favorite?
fave, but
Okay.
it's definitely not the worst of her albums. But I swear, this whole weekend in my head was the Fate of Ophelia song, the very first song on the album.
Yeah.
Like the songs are definitely earworms. Definitely not my favorite. I know the morning show is breaking down the song Wood this morning.
Wood, yes, about her relationship.
Yeah, and about lumber.
Redwood tree.
I think it is very similar to some other stuff she's put out recently, and I think I'd be excited to see where she can creatively go if she takes a little bit of a break.
So, John, I have Swifties in my life. I got dragged to the movie on Saturday morning.
Your review is?
What a money grab. What
100%.
a friggin' money grab. You know
$33
what?
million this
You know what
weekend.
the movie was? The movie was the lyrics videos for every single song.
And one music video.
And I'm like, by the way, one music video that played twice. We saw the same music video twice. I'm like, it's just ridiculous.
She's a capitalist.
As they were going through the album, I was like, how many cuts does this woman have on her record? I mean, but I think some of the music is good.
I think her fans are so loyal, and Emily, you're one of them, that if they would show up to her reading a phone book.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no question. I believe that's coming out next weekend.
Brian, do you have the breaking news sounder? I've got some bad news for you, my friend. The Chargers have announced
Omari and Hampton?
Omari and Hampton to injured reserve, out a minimum of 4 weeks.
Now, they already didn't have Najee Harris. Now they don't have Omari and Hampton. Who plays
gets the
running
ball?
back?
Doesn't matter. We don't have anybody to block for him anyway. So
That's a good point.
You've gone south on this season, haven't you?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I think I've got a solution that might work for both teams. Would you, if you were the Rams, trade Blake Corum to the Chargers for a second or third round pick?
Yeah.
I mean, Blake was a third-round pick.
Yeah, he was a third-round pick. Brian's like,
we just go no running back from the rest of the year.
Here's
Just
the
go
thing.
shotgun, Herbert.
Corum fumbled in this last game. He's dropped balls on passes.
He's Harbaugh's guy. He won the national. He was the leading rusher on the team.
Yeah.
Harbaugh led to the national
Yeah,
championship.
I think it makes sense.
At Michigan.
By the way, if you can get a second-round pick, you do it yesterday.
Right.
You can get a third-round pick, a wash, but you do it.
Yeah. And then Kyron's not exactly endearing himself to people, although we should talk about this. Kyron got punched in the head.
He did get punched in the head. He got whacked in the head.
And did you say you showed it to DeMarco and he said it happens all the time?
DeMarco says it happens all the time. Guys get
I've
punched in
watched
the
football
head.
my whole life. I haven't seen guys get punched in the head.
Yeah, it's that peanut punch thing. It was a peanut punch in the face. It was a face peanut punch.
But not reviewable, right?
Not reviewable.
No,
exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't. They were only reviewing whether or not he fumbled the ball.
Yeah, and by the way, this is not meant as an excuse. I don't care how many times you get whacked in the head. You hang on to the football. You have two hands on it. You don't have one hand on it at the goal line. It's ridiculous.
All right, so something else happened at that game. Did you guys see this story about the Colorado Avalanche players who came to the Ram game?
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
All right, so Kroenke Sports, which is what Kevin Demoff runs, he's the president of Kroenke Sports, owns several sports franchises, including the Denver Nuggets, the Colorado Avalanche, the soccer team in Denver. They own an English Premier League team, and they own the Rams. Rams is the biggest, is the crown jewel in the portfolio.
Yep.
So I assume it was Kevin, but somebody arranged for a bunch of Avalanche players to come to a Ram game and hang out on the stand. So as kind of a thank you, the Avalanche players all threw on Ram jerseys.
Yeah,
like
nice.
Some guy Puka, some guy Stafford, some guys Devontae Adams.
Avalanche out.
The fans in Denver are all giving them crap because they said, why aren't you wearing Broncos jerseys? Or go neutral. Don't wear any jerseys. Why are Colorado Avalanche players wearing Ram jerseys? Do they deserve to be criticized?
You know, their boss owns the team.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure their boss wanted, in some way you're trying to please your boss or make your boss happy.
It's the old Seinfeld episode where Elaine gets, or somebody gets box seats to a Yankee game and Elaine wears an Orioles hat.
Yeah, exactly.
And they tell her to take it off and she refuses.
Right.
And then she gets a bunch of crap.
Yeah. This is what they're making the boss happy.
Let's say there's a world in which, Jimmy Pitaro, who's the head of ESPN, comes to us and says, hey, Mason Ireland, we love the show. We're going to take you to a Yankee game.
Cool.
But here, I bought these nice Yankee jerseys for all of you. Would you please wear them on the field when we go to this game? That's the same situation.
Yeah.
You would wear it, right?
Of course, I would. Not only would I wear it, I would open up a Twitter account that said Pinstripe John and take a picture of myself and say, "What do you think?" and get ready for the barrage.
Yeah, I would put
criticism.
whatever on that he told me to put on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, Jimmy.
But I
Absolutely.
think it is kind of interesting because the Kroenke Sports Group has a lot of meetings over the summer where all the players, coaches, important people of the Kroenke empire come and they go to Terranea and they play some golf or they stay at Terranea.
Right. This happens all the time.
Right.
Corporate synergy happens all the time. By the way, Jimmy Pitaro fact that you know this. I don't know if Emily and Brian know. So for some weird reason, I love the movie Mr. Holland's Opus. I've always liked it.
the sunset.
Yeah. I think it's because he had a special needs kid in that movie, and I have a special needs kid, and the movie just worked for me. So in that movie, he has a star Broadway student named Rowena, who is so good that people say, okay, she is going to
Played
Broadway.
by Alicia Witt.
No,
right?
Alicia Witt played the governor of California she's played the Sunset. Alicia Witt.
Oh, she's played
and then
the
she
Sunset.
grows up to be governor, and
it's Monty Hall's daughter, Joanna Gleason. Yeah.
plays her at the end. But
we know too much about this movie.
Rowena, who is a star in the school play, whatever it is, like Our Town or whatever it is,
Sure.
whatever they do. So there's a flirtation going on. She wants Mr. Holland to go with her to Broadway, go with her to New York and shepherd her through this tough period. And he thinks about it because she's super cute and super talented. But then he thinks better of it. He goes, look, I'm married. I have kids. You're 18. Go be you. And Rowena, in real life, is married to Jimmy Pitaro. The actress that played Rowena in Mr. Holland's Opus is Jimmy Pitaro's wife. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is cool.
By the way, if you ever get Jimmy on the show, very first thing I'm asking him, not anything about Disney, not anything about ESPN.
Yeah.
Tell me how many times you've seen Mr. Holland's Opus.
I wonder if they play the sunset at Jimmy's house.
No, but that's Alicia Witt. That's a different character.
All right, fine. It's like when I got the Backstreet Boys song wrong with Rob Pelinka.
Yeah.
His song was "I Want It That."
No. Your song was "I Want It That Way." His song was "As Long As You Love Me."
As long as you love me.
Those are two different songs,
but they seem very similar.
Well, they all sound similar.
Like Taylor Swift songs.
They all look similar. The
like Taylor
Boys.
Swift songs. Yes. All right. Today's National Coaches Day.
Really?
We're excited to celebrate. Excited to celebrate coaches at all levels, especially the youth sports coaches who have inspired so many of us to be where we are today. Coaches, of course, go way beyond the X's and O's, teaching critical life skills that help young people thrive. Many youth sports coaches are volunteers, often parents or family members. They may not have a lot of training. That's why ESPN is investing in youth sports coaches as part of its Take Back Sports initiative. Visit takebacksports.org for youth sports tips and resources. Ireland, there is a hawk missing.
I saw this.
Missing. And Dodgers playing just about an hour. Is Roki Sasaki the savior for this team? Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. No salt, no regular maintenance. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
We play this because on this date in 2006, The Departed came out, a tremendous movie. It finally is the one that won the Academy Award for Martin Scorsese after all those movies he made all those years. And it is a great movie. I was just pulling up. We can't play it because he drops so many F-bombs. But the Nicholson scene where he's like, listen, teething, gnawing rat. Really, really good. And where's that rank for you on the all-time Scorsese, though?
Right at the top.
Yeah, it's right
I think it's as good as any movie he's ever done.
The cast is unbelievable, and I love the very end. The Mark Wahlberg ending is fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic.
I took a gangster film class in college where we just studied the history of gangster film, but the first movie we started with was The Departed because it kind of put everything you learned about gangster films into one.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do think my favorite Scorsese is going to be hot take because I don't think it's anybody else's, is The Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, you just said you watched it again.
I rewatched it yesterday. It is a masterpiece to me. It's not as like commercially viable or like quick to digest, but it's a movie that I absolutely love. But The Departed is definitely number two.
Yeah, number
by
two.
the way, Wolf of Wall Street's really underrated.
Oh my God,
too.
Wolf of Wall Street is so great. So and it's fun.
Right.
That's the thing about it.
You'll end up detesting Jordan Belfort, the guy it's about, but DiCaprio kills it. Jonah Hill's great in it.
Margot
Robbie in her prime.
Yeah.
It's
One of her
really,
first
really
big
good.
I would argue
movies.
she's still in her prime, by the way.
No, but I mean, I would put that performance up there. Like every once in a while, you get like Sharon Stone with Basic Instinct.
Yes.
You get an actress in the prime of her career with a role that she just kills.
But she had no idea when she uncrossed her legs. She had no idea
of course.
what was going to happen.
Just like Tori Spelling, nobody knew she was Aaron
No, she
Spelling's
went in-
daughter. She got that part on her own.
She got that part. They didn't say this is Tori Spelling. She just went in on auditioned and got the role legit. And did you
and
know that?
nobody at USC knew Reggie Bush got a house.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
that
no one
I
knew.
agree.
One more thing about The Departed too. It's one of those rare movies where Leo and Damon were together in the scene for the first time in their careers, and they are like both the guys that you could put in. It was the height of the Bourne series for Matt Damon. Leo has everything, and putting those two like super.
And there
hot
were a
guys.
bunch of other actors, name actors. My guy Martin Sheen's in that movie.
Alec
Vera
Baldwin.
Farmiga, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Nicholson is almost, he's like the most famous movie star in there. But you got Nicholson, Damon, and DiCaprio all in the same movie.
No,
Vera was a weird choice to me.
Who was?
Vera Farmiga.
I thought she was great in that movie.
I thought she was a little old.
You know the thing? I don't know if you know this, but she got cast off tape.
Oh, interesting.
Scorsese. She filmed her audition at home, sent it into Scorsese, and got the role.
And now she's basically been Conjuring movies ever since.
Yeah, she's now a Conjuring lady.
Well, and Up in the Air, she's fantastic.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
Yeah, she's
I typed with
fantastic on Up in
purpose.
the Air.
All right, so John, a hawk is missing from SoFi. Now I had no idea this even goes on,
and I didn't know either. So explain the backstory.
So
You want me to
and take
explain it? Okay, so there are two hawks that a falconer, I guess, is in charge of. I guess that's what they call someone who is in charge of hawks.
Mason has been a temporary falconer.
People have called me a falcon. They say I look like a falcon.
They are trained hawks that are there as birds of prey to prevent birds congregating at SoFi. So, you drop a hot dog, you drop a chip, there's not a million little pigeons trying to get at it. And so SoFi employs these two hawks to circle and be predators, basically, in this area to prevent that happening.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, there was both hawks went missing.
Yep.
One hawk has been found.
Okay.
And it was found in Hacienda Heights, about 25 miles from the stadium. But they are still searching for one. But they're
So was
called
the hawk
Bubba and
stolen?
Alice.
The one
was the person who stole the hawks apprehended?
I don't think that they were apprehended, but I do think they were found.
Okay.
Were they
the
like
hawks were found, but we still don't know the guy who stole them.
Were they like bird guys with leather things on their arms, and the hawks landed there? How do you steal a hawk? Like what process do you go through?
Here was a 2-seat motorized cart with a key left in the ignition was stolen from on September 28th from the stadium. So I guess they were left in this car, and the car had the ignition left in it. So maybe it's on the Falconer, maybe for locking them up. But the people stole it and then took them somewhere else.
I will say this. I've never seen a pigeon at SoFi. Is that the point of the hawks?
Yes, I think it's the point of the hawks to get the foul out of there.
Yeah, it works. I'm glad the hawks are now both
Is that a
safe
felony
and
or a
secure.
misdemeanor, stealing hawks?
Hawk theft. I don't know. We're in the criminal code.
Ryan,
Is
do
that
you have my
located?
drop?
Go Hawks.
Yeah, go Hawks. There you go. Hey, speaking of felonies or misdemeanors, this Mark Sanchez story is strange.
Yeah.
And we know Mark a little bit, not
Yeah.
really well, but he's appeared on the show many times.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great to us. It seems incredibly out of character if what is being reported is true. But having said that, I think we got to wait till he says something. I think we got to hear his side of the story. The fact that he said nothing worries me. Normally, like I've always said, if you're in a crisis, get your story out, because if you don't, other people will do it for you, and that's what's happening with this. I certainly feel bad for the victim, and Mark was a victim. He got stabbed, but it appears they upgraded these charges to a felony over the weekend. If you don't know what we're talking about, Mark was in Indianapolis getting ready to do a game for Fox between the Colts and the Raiders on Saturday night, where he got into a fight with a delivery driver, and both of them ended up in the hospital.
Yes.
And it appears, based on various reports that there may be video surveillance of this.
I've seen some video already. It's floating around out there. And by the way,
You've seen video of the actual incident? I've seen pictures of the victim.
I've seen video of him in the alley.
Okay.
The alleged victim has just filed a lawsuit against former quarterback Mark Sanchez in Fox.
Predictable. And I would imagine, but I mean, I think his body of work would indicate you got to wait until we hear from him. But it doesn't look good. We're keeping an eye on it.
Yeah,
we're not ducking it. I feel bad for both guys. You never want to see anybody end up in the hospital, and they both did. But it certainly doesn't look good. And I think this story is going to be one that changes fairly regularly until we hear from Mark.
I'd like to say one thing, allegedly. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some fast track. M's got stuff, Brian's got stuff, and we will do it next as we're counting down to Game 2 of the NLDS. Another lefty from the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo, versus Blake Snellzilla. That comes up at 3:08 today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m. all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just don't have. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Saturday, October 25th, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now at JeffDunham.com. Don't miss Jeff Dunham.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane mat full, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, vroom, vroom, man.
Vroom, vroom. So bear with me while I explain a beef. Okay? There's a beef brewing in film Twitter, which is where I live most of the time. All right, so there is a creator called Eddie, and he hosts a podcast about film, and he just had some thoughts on the Ringer's Big Picture podcast, talking about one battle after another.
Got it.
The Ringer's Big Picture podcast stars Sean Fennessy, who's the head of content at Ringer. Very, very talented guy.
Yep.
I love his podcast. So Eddie says, one of the most boring conversations I've ever skimmed through, which is a hot start. Then, last thing he finally says is that Fennessy is an interesting and contradictory character. He's incredibly pre-programmed roboticism, basically going after Sean.
Criticizing Sean Fennessy. Sean Fennessy replies to this tweet, and Sean Fennessy, by the way, has 157,000 followers, with 2 separate cold call DMs of Eddie asking Sean to be on his podcast. Basically being, hey, bro, I like your work. I love what you do. Here's 6 things that you can do for me. Would love for you to have me on. So, at the end of the day, Sean just drive by, got this guy. Yep.
Is it okay, one, to cold call DM somebody and ask them to be on your podcast? Especially if someone might be busy. Is it okay to do this?
I have to be honest, I have a podcast. I've never, ever done it. I've never cold called somebody on DM to be a guest.
Is it okay for Sean
happens
to do
to me
this?
all the time.
That they DM?
Yeah.
Well, no, as a guest. I've been DM'd to be a guest. I've never DM'd somebody to be a guest on my podcast. But I've done, you do a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
I do a bunch of
I probably
podcasts
do
all year
10
long.
to 20 a year.
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay that Sean pulled this out there? When the guy wants to criticize Sean, say he's bad at his job.
I'm Team Fennessy on this. I don't think I've ever met Sean, but I listened to a lot of his stuff. He's really good. I think he's showing this guy's true colors, and if the guy is going to publicly criticize him while he's DMing him to try and come on his podcast, I think it's funny that Sean blew him up.
I do too, although for Sean, he's punching down here. I mean, he's Sean Fennessy, and this guy is Eddie.
He's punching down, and it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
It's like if LeBron James came up to me and was like, hey, Emily, I heard what you said about me, maybe even jokingly.
Yep.
But it's like, yeah, we all speak publicly. It's out there. They have a chance to respond.
I remember
Fast track.
One time I was when I was tweeting more, I tweeted something along the lines of Lakers when no NBA team since the Celtics in the 60s has won 4 NBA titles in a row.
Right.
The Lakers won 3 in the early 2000s, and I tweeted that, and I said something along the lines of no NBA team has ever won 4. And some nobody came at me and went, Ireland, how can you claim to work for the Lakers and work for ESPN? The Lakers won every title between 2000 and 2003. How can you screw this up on Twitter?
Right.
And I wrote back to him, Spurs won in 2003. How can you screw it up? And everybody laughed and thought it was really funny. But I kind of punched down. But, it depends what the situation.
I'm not a down puncher. I'm an up puncher. I'm not a down puncher.
Do you peanut punch it?
I peanut punch it, exactly.
Yeah, punch him in the head right
punch
when he's
him in the
going
head.
in the end
Whack
zone.
him in the head like Kyron Williams.
Fast track.
Brian, what do you got?
One thing we already touched about today was LeBron kind of setting the social media on fire with his announcement teaser.
Fire. What's
so
he
he put
do?
that out.
Retire? I don't
Put
know.
that out at 11 o'clock today. If you were looking to buy a Lakers ticket to the last home game before 11, you could have got one for $85. Right now, I just double-checked the cheapest ticket to the final home game, $822.
Whoa. So people actually think this is about him retiring.
So that's my question here is, does it have any say of, as soon as people see this, they run out and buy the last, home game ticket?
Well,
try to get to that
There
moment.
are certain people that remember when LeBron bought Blaze Pizza and there was a rumor that he was going to show up.
We all went to Culver
at
City
one of the
for the Blaze Pizza. I
and
got stuck in the traffic jam
and he
there.
never said he was gonna. He never even indicated he was. It
And
just
he
a
never
rumor and it
showed.
got legs, and he never showed. And everybody
people still hold it
I
against
think
him.
this tweet is about Amazon Prime Day.
Yes,
I could be wrong, but if he announces his retirement, wait till you see what the prices go for then. But I don't think this has anything to do with LeBron's basketball career. I think it's an Amazon Prime Day ad.
Yeah, by the way, he's going to make a decision tomorrow, or announce the decision tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. local time.
Which happens to be Amazon Prime Day.
Okay, so the decision was his, and now what's he calling this? The second decision, the final decision, the
Second
next
decision.
He sat down the same way he did for the first decision.
Is that Jim Gray sitting there, by the
I
way?
don't know, but there's not a bunch
it's a
of
brother.
kids.
Oh, it is? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it might be Jim Gray because that's who did the first one.
Do you guys think all these people that went rush bought tickets kind of got duped a little bit?
Well, I mean, you're going to be at the last. It could be for something.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it
Yeah,
probably,
and if the Lakers don't turn out to be the team we all think they're going to be, it could be his last game.
Right,
But you
it
never
could
know.
be his last game. I mean, even if they're really good, it could be his last game as a Lakers. So you just don't know.
No, because if they're really good, they'll be in the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs, right.
Yeah.
So his last
But,
game wouldn't come till.
No, I'm telling you, the West is loaded. There's going to be some really good teams that don't make it. I think the Lakers could finish anywhere between 2 and 11. I think they're more likely to be closer to 2 than 11, but if they're 11, they don't even make the play-in.
Yeah.
So that could be his last game.
I think it's 5-8.
You think they're in that group?
5-8. Yeah. I think 5 is totally possible. I can't imagine. Do you see them as higher than a 5 in this conference?
I do.
You do.
Yeah. Well, they were 3 last year.
Yeah.
I can see them. I can see it being very similar to last year. Like Minnesota was 6, and they had 1 win less than the Lakers.
Right. It's going to be super tight, and 50 wins you might wind up the 8 seed.
Yeah, and 50 wins. One year I was in the league. All 8 teams that made the playoffs had 50 wins.
Wow.
Oklahoma City was the 8, and they had 50 wins.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Pure Play Sweepstakes. Enter for your chance to win a next-gen reverse osmosis water system, bringing pure, clean water straight to your home, plus an ESPN LA prize pack that includes a pair of sports tickets and ESPN LA swag. Enter now at pureplaysweepstakes.com. Got to be 18 and a homeowner to enter. Clean water clutch prizes. Head to pureplaysweepstakes.com.
Hey, let me run something by you while we got a second here.
Sure.
I listened to a podcast last night. Do you know who John Orand is?
Yes, he's the Puck podcast guy, right?
So yesterday on his podcast, he had a guy named Cody Campbell on.
Okay.
Cody Campbell is a Texas billionaire who played college football and played for a couple of years in the NFL. He went to Texas Tech.
Right.
He paid for an ad to run during college football games. Brian, we have this, right? That encourages people to take back college sports. He's run the numbers, and he's convinced that this whole world of NIL and blowing up conferences is going to sink college sports because he's done the math. And so he came up with an ad, and he paid for a bunch of advertising time to run on the Fox and the ESPN college games this weekend. Both Fox and ESPN refused to run it. I'm going to play you the ad. It's a 30-second ad, and I don't understand what they're worried about, but here's the ad.
From the fans in the stands to the student athletes on the field, we all love college sports. But to conference commissioners, it's all about money and control. Their greed is bankrupting all but the biggest schools. And women's sports and Olympic programs everywhere are paying the price. Congress must act now to modernize media rights for college sports so programs can thrive and nobody gets left behind. Join the team. Let's save college sports together.
Okay.
All right. So I think it's because he ripped the commissioners, and the commissioners are the ones that negotiate with ESPN and Fox.
Sure.
And they just said, we're not going to let this guy rip us on our air.
Right.
But I would have taken his money and run it.
I didn't think there was anything especially
Either did I.
objectionable there.
And
by the way, everything he said is kind of true,
yeah, well,
right?
I mean, what's happening is programs like UCLA has lost millions in the athletic department. And one of the things rid of, like you mentioned, Olympic sports. They're getting rid of swimming and water polo and stuff like that because you gotta make that money up somehow.
Yes.
Listening to this podcast, this guy sounds really smart to me.
Yeah.
And I think he's got some really good ideas. Now, the problem is he wants the NCAA to be abolished, and he's calling for a new governing body. So I think that's why they don't want to run his ad.
Right.
Because the NCAA pays money.
Right.
To these networks.
What I don't understand is, okay, so you get the NCPP, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Why are they going to be better than the NCAA? A governing body in existence is going to be
I think
complained about.
What Cody Campbell wants is guardrails. He says right now it's the wild, wild west.
Yeah, it is the wild, wild west.
And he's got, and he on this podcast I saying, he goes, we have enough money to make a big deal about this. He goes, I'm on a committee with 4 or 5 other billionaires, and we're not going to stop.
Right.
So you haven't heard the end of these guys. But I found it interesting that the way that the NCAA elected to deal with it is to try and muzzle them.
Right.
Basically saying, all right, you can't take out ads on our air. So what they're going to do is they're going to carpet bomb the internet.
Sure.
They're going to get their message out somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
And
but I mean, this is one of those things. If you're a partner, and ESPN's a partner of college football, Fox is a partner of college football, they probably don't want to take ads that are
Well, one of the first rules of working here, we work for a company called Good Karma, is job one is take care of the partner.
Sure.
More important than everything else.
Yep.
So this is an example of that. If the partner doesn't like it, you squash it.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think that's what's happening here.
All right, coming up next for you, the Dodgers. We're counting down to Game 2 of the NLDS. It is in Philly. Dodgers steal Game 1 on Saturday night. Tonight, they got a chance. I mean, you take a 2-0 lead, you win the 2 games on the road, man. You are locked and loaded for the NLCS. So we will talk about that matchup coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know I love Cosm. In fact, I just got an email from Cosm. They're doing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in shared reality. How cool is that? I already saw The Matrix in shared reality. And by the way, games are spectacular at Matrix. If at Cosm. Cosm is just like it's shared reality. It's above you, it's below you, it's around you. You will feel like you're at the game. Whether it's NFL or NBA or college football or EPL or anything you want to watch, man, it is great at Cosm. And this season, before every home Rams game, you can hang out with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you can go on in for free. Catch all the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays in the hall. Don't miss great food, local craft cocktails, beers throughout the venue. To learn more, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice is double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee, makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Coverage of the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Pechanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pechanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pechanga club members. Visit the club at Pechanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, zoom, man.
Zoom. All right. So over the weekend, we saw that UNC just got absolutely crushed by Clemson.
Oh, boy.
Their season is
Chapel Bill is not looking good.
Nope. So during the broadcast, in between plays,
yes,
the team, the ESPN team, put out this. They interviewed some students out in their lawn area, and they had a very, very sad UNC student. This is her response to how her team has been playing this season.
Clemson making moves.
TCU I went to that game, and that was one of the saddest feelings I've had in university so far. And I've failed midterms before, so that's saying something.
It's like, who gets that negative on like the bumper from the college football game? That is rough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's bad.
She's got a voice for radio, though. She sounded a little bit like Doris Burke there. She got a deep voice.
Sure.
Let's hire a sad UNC student.
Sad UNC. I'm sure they had their hopes sky high, and you got one of the great coaches in the history.
They sold out their season tickets.
Yeah,
And,
and
that
now they're
money's
just
a waste.
getting trounced.
Well, now I read
every
an
week.
article that they've really, and it makes sense, totally misplayed NIL. That they had some NIL, they put it in all the wrong places, and now look at it. And by the way, I'll throw this in too. So Drake May had a really good night for
former UNC quarterback.
And did you see Bill Belichick ordered UNC to not congratulate a UNC alum on his success
because he's
last
so
night?
mad at the Patriots?
Because it's Patriots. I mean, that is so petty.
And that on the heels of him not allowing the Patriots to come to practice, which makes zero sense
ridiculous.
because you're trying to get your kids to the NFL.
Just petty. Petty.
A bad scene there. That may be a one-and-done situation.
I think that's a one-and-done.
Fast Track.
All right, so coming up after our show, 3 o'clock, Travis and DeMarco going to be at Philippe's.
Yes!
The original here. It is my go-to spot before, I'd say about last 4 years, every single Dodger game before we go to the stadium, we always stop in there.
Great spot.
It's my favorite place to go. If you were going to go watch a game somewhere here in L.A., or do you have like a routine where you stop before, or where do you go watch if you're not going to the stadium?
Well, Philippe's is also very popular before USC games,
Yes.
too. A lot of people do that, too.
I'll tell you where I go. So I go to a place. Actually, Neil Everett is one of the owners of this place. It's called Taverna. It is on Venice Boulevard, kind of near Venice High School. And they project the game on a wall. So I can drink me a paper plane, which, remember that guy David got us to try paper? Now I'm drinking paper planes. I can have a paper plane and watch the Dodgers on a whole wall. But the reality is, I want to be home. I want to be locked in.
But I think
I want to be in the massage chair.
more if you're going to the game, where do you go first? I'll tell you what, we just met. They're walking around here today. We just met the guys who own Javier's.
Yeah.
Javier's is a great Mexican restaurant chain. There's one in Crystal Cove in Corona del Mar, where I grew up. The food there, and they just opened a spot in downtown L.A., right around the corner from L.A. Live. That's a great spot. Great Mexican food. Not overly expensive, really, really fun. So that's a possibility for you. But there's a bunch of great places at LA Live that you can go to before games.
Tons, yeah.
I like to, if I'm going to the game, either go to 33 Taps in Silver Lake, and you can walk to Dodger Stadium, or it's another great place called Bar Flores, Has like beautiful views, amazing cocktails, mostly tequila based. So definitely check out Bar Flores if you're around Dodger Stadium.
All right.
Hey,
there you have it. All right, speaking of Dodger Stadium, Dodgers not there yet. They'll be here on Wednesday, but the Dodgers game starts in an hour in Philly. Blake Snell on the mound versus Jesus Luzardo, another lefty. The Phillies will actually deploy 3 lefties back-to-back-to-back. It'll be Ranger Suarez tomorrow. That means Max Muncy is not in the lineup to start the night. It'll be Miguel Rojas, and then Will Smith not starting. They'll probably do what they did in Game 1 and play him for half the game. I'll tell you, the Blake Snell has really owned the Phillies.
Which is why I think the most overused term in sports is must win.
Oh, this is definitely not must win.
No, I'm saying for the Phillies tonight.
Oh, it is must win.
Even though they wouldn't be eliminated.
Correct.
Yeah,
you don't blow the first 2 games at home and come back.
Because it's a 5-game series.
Right.
Yeah, if it was a 7-game series, they might be able to survive it, but not in a 5-game.
Down 0-2, you're done.
So the Dodgers can step on their necks today.
Yes.
And it'll be interesting to see. Yamamoto is probably the guy most of us thought was going to start Game 1. They let Shohei start Game 1. And Shohei had 1 bad inning, but then he dialed in. If Yamamoto can get him 6 or 7 tonight, they could win again and come back up 2-0, and then I think it's just a funeral for the Phillies.
You know, we talked to Alanna Rizzo earlier, and remember, Roki Sasaki started the year in the Dodgers rotation.
Right, was going to be one of the 6.
And then, as Alanna said, it's like he disappeared. She says he went to the moon or something. He was in Arizona. Nobody knew exactly where he was, sort of rebuilding. He did not have the velocity that he had when he was in Japan. And now he has become the guy. Like, he is going to be on the mound in the 9th inning if we have a close game tonight, because he has emerged as the closer.
Somebody tweeted me an idea over the weekend that I'm curious what you guys think about it. They said that it's weird that if you go the whole season listening to your local broadcasters and then the playoffs start and they're out. There's no Joe Davis, no Oral Hershiser, no none of those guys. What if you did an alternate channel like the Manning cast,
right?
But you put the Phillies announcers and the Dodgers announcers on their own alternate channel? Do you think people would go over there to check it out? So, in other words, you'd have a choice between listening to Brian Anderson and Jeff Francoeur, or you could listen to Joe Davis and Oral.
Well, I would opt for Joe Davis and Oral.
I think most people would, which is why I don't think it's going to happen.
Correct.
I think that,
by the way, and this happens in the NBA, too. All of a sudden, the local TV broadcasters disappear.
And by the way, this year, it's happening from the start of the playoffs.
Oh, really?
Forever. Billy Mack
used to be
and
the
Stu
first round, right?
Have been able to do the first round. This year, at the last regular season game, local TV broadcasters are done. Michael and I will do however many games they are, how long they go. Radio goes till the end.
Yep.
But local TV is being phased out. And, in NFL, there is no local TV.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting, too, because I think the whole what we saw that for Kershaw's last game, it was the Apple TV game months in advance.
Yeah.
But I guess you had the option maybe of getting the local broadcast as just the audio. But
that was radio, M.
Oh, okay. It was radio, not the broadcasters.
That was Tim Neverett and Rick Monday. There was an Apple had a button you could push to get the local radio call, but
if you have a big game, it shouldn't be exclusively on a streamer. It just shouldn't. There should,
that's the case today. It's on TBS at 3:00.
Okay, but that's cable that a lot of people have, right? I'm talking about streamer. You're paying $14 a month to buy Apple
let
or
me
whatever
get you ready
that is.
for something.
Yeah.
All right. This year, particularly in the NBA,
Prime, right?
100 games on Prime, 100 games on Peacock.
Yeah.
It's the new world.
Okay.
There's going to be a Super Bowl on Netflix before you and I die. I guarantee it. Right now, they rotate the Super Bowl between 4 partners.
Right.
CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox. Netflix is going to get in there before you
Probably
and I
not
leave
till the next
earth.
decade.
Yeah, but we'll be on the planet when it happens.
Yeah,
There's going to be a streamed Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And once that happens, then all bets are off.
But remember how if a game, they used to black out games, right?
A lot,
actually. And don't you think it's smart? Like, for example, you could have put the local broadcast of that game, made it available for people that don't have the $14.99 for Apple, make that available on a local channel.
But there's no way to get Spectrum Sportsnet for free. You have to pay for that. It's
right.
not over the air. So what you're suggesting, you would have to put on like
channel
2,
11,
4, 7,
channel
11, yeah,
13,
anything
something like
you
that.
can get with rabbit ears.
Right.
People still have those.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, but it's a scenario. It's an interesting thing. If you did allow for an alternate channel with the local broadcasters, you would have to give some money back to, in this case, like tonight, this game is on TBS, True TV, and HBO Max.
Right.
You'd have to give money to Warner Brothers back if you let Spectrum Sportsnet in.
Right.
Because they're not getting as many eyeballs.
Boo.
But
boo is right.
I think that they could still make the same amount of money.
Yeah, sure.
So why not do it?
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about baseball generally, I want to throw this out as an anniversary. So
Okay.
it was on this day in 1945 that the quote-unquote Billy Goat bar owner, Billy Sanis, I don't know how to spell his last name, but buys a seat for his goat for the World Series Game 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Tigers at Wrigley Field, but is escorted out of the stadium, proceeds to place a curse on the Cubs, which lasts until the Cubs win the 2016 World Series. Do you guys believe in like curses like this?
Hell
Do you think
yeah.
it's actually real?
I believe in all conspiracy theories, all curses, all we are not alone. I believe in UFOs. I'm here for all of it.
See, I think if you believe it, then it's a curse. If you don't believe it, if you don't buy into it, you don't know. Like, I don't know how many.
Like, what if
Cubs
the Hawk being stolen is a curse on the Chargers?
True. A curse
Get
on
that Hawk back, baby. Come on.
The Chargers are already cursed. They don't need another. They don't need another curse. But I do think that all that stuff has power if you believe it. Like, for example, I believe this T-shirt is going to help win Game 2.
Because it might.
And if it does,
it's not a lie.
It may be confirmation bias,
If
but I will attribute it to the shirt.
Believe it.
Yeah.
So the Seattle Mariners, too, at the end of their season, they won, I want to say, like, something around, like, 16 and 19 games to end the season. And it's because an Etsy witch was paid to give power to the Mariners.
Isn't somebody
Completely
suing an
believe
Etsy
in
witch?
the Etsy witch.
Yeah.
Who's suing the Etsy witches?
I don't remember
Since
exactly.
when can you buy a witch on Etsy?
Well, you can always buy a witch on Etsy.
Normally, it's you buy like a little.
You buy her curse. You
yeah,
say, "Hey, would you
a
mind
tea cozy
cursing
or
this person?"
something like that. They make, this little doorstop. or
Crafts
this
come in all shapes and
ashtray.
forms, Mace.
And a witch is apparently available on Etsy. All right, coming up next for you. How can we stop these players from fumbling before they cross
I'm
into
so
the
glad we're bringing this up.
end zone? It is
the weirdest thing in
unreal.
sports today.
Yep, we've seen it now in back-to-back weeks.
And some people have suggested that as part of the Clippers Kawhi punishment, that they could take the All-Star game away from the Intuit Dome. We got some clarity on that from Adam Silver, too.
Cool. We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The return of $1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays.
And $1 Million Monday is on. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Do you have your Super Bowl prediction ready? Both teams and the final score. And that's how you could win $1 million. And just for playing on $1 Million Monday, you win Rams tickets. 2 tickets to a game at SoFi. Are you ready? Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You're going to play on $1 Million Monday coming up next.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, He's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Oral, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Discover the bold taster tradition with Amor Salsita homemade authentic salsas. Hi, this is Jerry with Amor Salsita. From dipping your chips, marinating your favorite dish, topping your tacos, Amor Salsita brings the vibrant flavors of Mexico straight to your table. Salsas with smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, roasted tomatillos, and mango habanero flavors. Visit amorsalsita.com and discover the flavors and recipes. Pick up your Amor Salsita at any Albertsons, Vons, or Pavilions in the produce department. From our kitchen to yours, Amor in every bite.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Your chance to win $1 million from 710 ESPN.
It's $1 Million Monday on ESPN LA.
$1 Million Mondays.
Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. $1 Million Mondays are back on 710, and I think we got caller number 7, Jack. Are you ready, partner? Let's find out who's caller number 7.
All right, here we go. We welcome to the show Steve Korchuff in North Hollywood. Steve, welcome to the show. How are you, man?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Did I say your name correctly?
Korchuff, like an apple core choff. Korchuff.
Got it. Here we go. You excited? You got the correct answer?
Yeah, of course I do. I went to the future, watched the game, came back. Here we go.
Awesome. So who do you think will be in the big game, and what will be the score?
Yeah, I've got the Rams because I got to take the Rams.
Yes.
I've got Kansas City coming out of the AFC. I've got the Rams winning 31-27.
All right. I like it, man. I like it. Just for playing along, you get tickets to watch the Rams destroy the Saints on November 2nd at SoFi, man.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Good luck to you, man. I hope he is right. He's got the Rams beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Possible. The Chiefs play
totally
tonight.
Possible, yeah.
Chiefs
I
play
like
against,
Jacksonville tonight.
I think a lot of people do. Boy, how hard is it to predict NFL games now? Last night, Buffalo at home loses to New England.
Oh, exactly. How's the eliminator pool going? I know me and Mace are out.
Yeah, we got eliminated, you and me, Em, and the only survivors are my mom, Juan, and Jack, and John's mom's boyfriend.
Peter. Yeah,
okay,
those are the only 3 left.
I thought Juan was out early. No, Lisa was out early.
Yeah,
Lisa picked Taylor Swift in week 1. She chose Love. I told her she should have picked Jordan Love. That would have been smarter.
Juan says he's got a system.
Okay.
And it somehow uses NFL power rankings. That's all I know. He won't tell me anything else. There's a secret recipe for why he is alive. And my mom really does her homework. Like she She really studies hard on this. And
Good for her.
my mom is so excited when she's in the survivor pool. It's like the highlight of her year.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so yesterday we saw another instance where a player crossing the goal line fumbled before they actually did, winding up as a touchback as opposed to a touchdown.
For the second consecutive week, it
The
happened
Rams
to the
benefited
Colts.
once by it, yeah.
Yeah, explain this to me. It's so hard to score in the NFL.
Yep.
And touchdowns are so valuable. What's with people giving up the ball before they cross the goal line? Why?
Yeah, and
what's
by
the point of it?
And especially when you just saw this past week, this guy really get publicly,
Flogged.
criticized, flogged for doing it with the Colts, and now all of a sudden it's this running back Eddie Macario, I think is his name.
Well, he's the third string running back for the Cardinals because their first two guys both got hurt.
Yes.
And if this were Jimmy Johnson, if this was one of those old school tough coaches, they would cut him because he's a third string running back.
Yeah, but he also is the only running back you got.
Right,
at the
so
moment.
they can't cut him. So what do you do if you're the coach?
Amari DiMercado.
Amari DiMercado,
By
who
the way, he
apparently
was
is really good friends with Kyler Murray.
He was a hot pickup for a lot of people in their fantasy leagues
Right,
this year.
because it was from when the other guy got injured.
Yeah, you know what? I think especially after seeing it, all you had to do was watch Chris Berman do his highlights last week, and you would have seen this. And I don't know how you make the exact same mistake.
Right, we got to ask Sean McVay when he comes on this week what he tells his team about this. And the problem is, what do you do to Amari DiMercado now? You just say, obviously it's unacceptable.
Oh, sure.
Do you just do nothing?
Well, probably, yeah.
It's the same. It's the same with Teo not running after that ball in the outfield.
Well, it's the same thing with Kyron fumbling at the goal line. I mean, you've got to live.
You just
got to
live with it.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, Kyron, I don't know if you weren't here on Friday, but since 2023, he's got 7 lost fumbles, 10 fumbles total, more than any running back in the league.
And I think if they had a decent backup, they probably would bench him. But Blake Corum has the same issues.
He fumbled in the last game too. He fumbled against San Francisco. So yeah.
But I do also think that I read something today too that Kyron does get the most usage. Out of
He
almost
does.
any
You're
running
right.
Back. And so there's more likelihood that he touches the ball, more likelihood that he lets go of it, and it feels to me it's like almost mental, almost like in the head of Kyron that he thinks he's going to fumble, therefore he does fumble. And
yes.
He tries to protect it, and like it's just it sucks because he is really talented.
Yes.
He is a very good back.
Oh, and he puts up numbers. He made a couple of touchdown catches in that game. Like, he's good.
I think if I was an NFL coach, I would say, all right, guys, we're adopting a Barry Sanders policy on this team. If you score in the end zone, you do not let go of the ball until you hand it to an official. That's what Barry Sanders used to do.
Sure.
He wouldn't spike it. He wouldn't celebrate.
Set it down.
He would, he would literally walk up to the ref and hand him the ball.
Right.
That's what I would tell my team. I want you holding on to that ball until it's like when you're playing golf. They say you got to keep your head down when you putt.
Yep.
Do not look up. When the entire time you have to see your putter hit the ball before you move your head. If I'm a football player, I can't believe I have to say this because who would think that there'd be an epidemic of guy, but it's the 6th time it's happened this century. If I'm Sean, I tell my whole team, and the Rams haven't done this.
No.
If you score, hand the ball to the ref. That's part of the play now. You have to I want you in the end zone, holding onto the ball, and then walk up to the ref and hand it to him, and that's it. And if you don't do it, I don't think he can fine him. I think it's against the CBA to fine him.
Right.
But he can bench him.
So, you said something interesting about Kyron Williams. It's in his head. There's no question it's in his head at this point. And it's a little bit like reverse Kike. Like, Kike gets to a critical moment, and he's, like, on it. Kyron, for whatever reason, it's in his head, and it falls apart for him. It's a habit. But fumbling is a habit. Coming through in the clutch is a habit. I just think it does get in your head.
And it's not like Kyron doesn't feel bad about it.
No,
like Kyron completely takes ownership of it.
Yep.
And it's one of those
Well,
things
I'm sure
like,
the Arizona guy feels bad. I'm sure the Indy guy feels bad, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to say it's unacceptable, which is what we're all saying. But if there's no repercussions, no consequences for doing it, is it really?
Well,
I mean, the consequence is you lose the game.
Right, but you feel terrible.
And a huge public shaming.
Right, but is that enough? to keep the rest of the league from not doing it.
I mean, they awarded him this past offseason, even before he had the fumble this year, that he, or I guess 2 fumbles this year lost, that they paid him this offseason.
Right.
And the whole reason why we were like, are they going to pay him or not, was this
But
conversation.
remember, most football contracts are not guaranteed. So
right, it's only the guaranteed
most
money.
Football, some are. But you could make an example out of somebody. And I think Jimmy Johnson did this once. It was in that Cowboys documentary on Netflix. A backup running back early when they were like coming from 1 to 15 to starting to win Super Bowls, fumbled at the end of the game, and Jimmy cut him on the spot.
Right. Well, here's the thing. You can cut the guy if he's not important to your team.
Right.
Yeah, and like if you can live with some special teams, you can cut the special teams guy, right? But it's Kyron Williams. He is like one of your best players.
Right.
He is like, he chews up a lot of yardage. He catches the ball out of the backfield. You kind of just have to live with it and hope he makes adjustments to not have it happen again, particularly in a critical situation at the goal line.
And, John, you mentioned this NBA could take the All-Star game away thing?
Yeah, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Adam Silver came out today. He was asked, he was doing a presser at NBC Sports because the NBC is back in the
sure.
And he says that he was asked if the Ballmer investigation about Kawhi circumventing the salary cap turns out to be true. If you guys find out that the Clippers did that, would you take the All-Star game away from the Intuit Dome? And he said 0 chance of that happening.
He says
we are making plans for that game independent of all investigation.
Yeah, there's no contemplation of moving the All-Star game, and planning for the All-Star game and surrounding activities are operating completely independently of the ongoing investigation. And I'm sure they're really getting to the
Which is
details.
Reason number 1,000 that I'm predicting they do virtually nothing. It's going to be a slap on the wrist and not much of anything at all. It'll be a financial fine, which to Steve Ballmer, he has in his couch cushion.
Yes, he does.
And that'll be it.
Yep.
And they'll be done with it.
All right, so we're going to do a little game of games. We're technically the Dodgers pregame show. We are about 30 minutes away from first pitch
like
in
20
Philly.
minutes away.
It is Dodgers with Blake Snell versus Jesus Luzardo in the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 2, Dodgers looking to really punch them in the face and take a 2-0 series lead. We'll have that for you coming up. Travis and DeMarco are actually on the road at Philippe's, and they will be broadcasting live this afternoon for a watch party. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, time to talk about National University. I met these guys recently. They're fantastic. When the game ends, the drive doesn't. And that's the attitude at National University. Born and built right here in Southern California. NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And here's the best part. They make it achievable with 4- and 8-week online courses, a generous transfer credit policy, and millions handed out in scholarships last year. Plus, you're never on your own. NU gives you whole team support, professors, advisors, and resources to keep you on track so you can finish strong, because they know you're not just one thing. You're a professional, a dreamer, a doer, and that makes you what they call an ANDER, A-N-D-E-R. NU was made for students like you when you have several things going on. Whether you're chasing career goals, life goals, or both, National University is here to help you own your future. Score big with National University, proud sponsor of the Lakers. If you have thought about getting more education and you think, I don't have time, I can't make it work with my life, you can. Check them out today at nu.edu, National University.
Baseball fans, this Monday it's a can't-miss event. DeMarco and Travis will be broadcasting live from Philippe, the original downtown LA, starting at 3 p.m., all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you the chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right, be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. So grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this Monday. Philippe's, live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show live from Philippe's at 3 p.m. on Monday.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Pechanga Resort Casino is rewarding you on another level. Bring in a rewards card from one of 16 Southern California casinos and access exclusive benefits with Pechanga's tier status match program. Qualified members can even win $25,000 club dollars. But hurry, this limited time offer ends December 31st and match statuses remain valid through January 31st, 2026. Open to new and existing Pechanga club members. Visit the club at Pechanga for more details. Must be 21 or older with valid ID.
John Ireland here with the Hall of Famer.
Saturday,
Big
brother.
Game James Worthy for iSpot Active.
Love
Check
it.
out their website, ICEBODactive.com.
This is the new concept for icing. John, I love it.
iSpot Active sells form-fitted stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. Got to get yours before they're sold out. Take it from James Worthy. Start feeling better today at iSpotActive.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is John Ireland's game today, and we are joined by DeAndre Hawkins from the afternoon show to play along.
D-Hawk, you're an Eagles fan. Are you a Phillies fan also?
I'm not a Phillies fan. I'm only an Eagles fan when it comes to Philadelphia.
How did that happen?
Growing up, there was no team out here in L.A., and then my first ever video game as far as football was Madden, and Donovan McNabb was on the cover.
But who do you root for in baseball?
I don't really have a baseball team, but I watch the Dodgers and Angels. And I don't really have a baseball team.
All right, cool. All right, so with the Dodgers and Phillies getting ready for Game 2, it starts here in about 15 minutes. This is a game with 3 possible answers.
Okay.
Los Angeles, Philadelphia, or neither. Okay. All right. I'll give you a fact. That fact applies to either L.A., Philly, or neither. So if you wrote the same game, you may do well here.
I wrote a similar game.
Okay. So here's the game. Here we go. This city has the largest Thai population outside of Thailand. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Brian.
L.A.
Okay. Emily.
L.A.
Mace.
L.A.
LA.
DeAndre. L.A. is the correct answer, and everybody's on the board. We will have no lucky loser today.
Oh, that's right. Everybody's on the board.
Okay.
Nobody's going low.
All right, Em, this one coming to you. Sylvester Stallone, Robert De Niro, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze's wife, were all born in this city. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Emily.
Neither.
Okay, Mace. Sylvester Stallone, Robert De Niro, Sarah Michelle
Neither.
Gellar. Okay, DeAndre.
Neither.
Brian.
Why not? Neither.
It is neither. They were all born in New York City.
Ooh, I was going to guess Boston.
Okay. All right. Mace, this one to you.
Yep.
This city has the most murals of any city in the United States, over 3,600. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither?
I will go L.A.
All right, DeAndre.
I'll go LA as well.
Brian.
Los Angeles.
Emily.
All four.
It's Philadelphia.
Really?
You all missed it.
Man.
Yeah,
Wow, we
Philadelphia
got so many great murals in this
has
town.
3,600 murals. Okay. DeAndre. This is an appropriate question for you, being that you just visited Philly. The cheesesteak was invented in this city. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? D-Hawk.
I think it is Philadelphia. I'm going to go with it.
Okay, Brian.
I'm going to go neither.
Okay, Emily.
I feel like this is a trick question, so I think I'm going to go LA.
Okay, Mace.
I think it's a trick question. I'm going to go neither.
The answer? Philadelphia.
let's
I
go.
knew you guys would think that was a trick. It was the easiest
damn.
question you'll have, and it was a
Come on.
Let's go.
Okay. Brian, this one back to you. Hugh Hefner, Harrison Ford, and Robin Williams were all born in this city. L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Brian.
I will go Philadelphia.
Okay, Emily.
Philly.
Mace.
I will try neither again.
DeAndre.
LA.
Mason gets the point. They were all born in Chicago.
Yeah, I didn't think they were Philly.
Okay. All right, so the score. DeAndre 3, Mace 3, Brian 2, Emily 2. This one.
Let's go back and do the cheesesteak one more time. I'd like another crack at that.
This one coming to you, Em. 28% of all shipping in North America goes through the ports in this city. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Emily.
LA.
Okay, Mace.
I think L.A.
DeAndre.
I'm going to go LA as well.
Brian.
L.A.
It is L.A. I thought you guys would miss that. So now it's 4 for DeAndre and Mace, 3 for Emily and Brian. Mace, this one coming
Tied
to
with
you.
DeAndre?
You are.
Wow. Okay.
Why are you so surprised?
That was insulting.
Come
No,
on.
it
Don't trace the great
wasn't
path.
meant to be insulting. I was just shocked.
All right. Mace, this city has the nation's only solar-powered Ferris wheel. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Mace.
Neither.
DeAndre.
LA.
Brian.
I'll take Philly.
Emily.
I don't remember Philly having a Ferris wheel. So neither?
It's L.A., isn't it?
DeAndre got it. It's Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
It's the only one in the country. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
DeAndre's got 5. Mace
Now he's
4.
ahead.
Wait a minute. DeAndre's leading?
He's leading. 1, 2, 3 left. So I'll make DeAndre go first.
Okay.
Here we go. DeAndre, Reggie Jackson, Kevin Hart, and Kevin Bacon were all born in this city. L.A., Philadelphia, or neither?
LA.
Okay. Mace, you're next.
I am going to go Philly.
Okay. Brian.
Philly.
Emily.
Philly.
It is Philadelphia, so that means it's tight. Mason 5, DeAndre 5, Brian 4, Emily 4, 2 left.
Still surprised DeAndre is.
All right, Mace, you get to go first. 1 out of every 6 doctors in the United States has been trained in this city. L.A., Philadelphia, or neither? Mace. 1 out of every 6 doctors.
Medicine. I am going to go L.A.
Okay, DeAndre.
I'm going Philly.
Okay, Brian.
Neither.
Emily.
Neither.
We have a new leader, and it's DeAndre Hopkins. The answer is Philadelphia.
DeAndre Hawkins. DeAndre Hopkins is still playing in the league.
No, I thought he said Hawkins.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
If it didn't, then I just gave you credit for like 1,000
1,000
career
career
receptions.
rushing yards, yeah.
Okay.
Catches.
This is the last one, which means Brian and Emily are out.
Oh, sorry, guys.
dang it.
Okay.
It's just me and
DeAndre has 6. Mace has 5.
Wow.
DeAndre, it's yours for the taking. Here we go. The Cobb salad and gangster rap were both invented in this city. Is it L.A., Philadelphia, or neither?
I'm going to go with neither.
Okay. Mace, you want L.A. or Philadelphia? Cobb salad and gangster rap.
I will try Philly. It was L.A., wasn't it?
It was L.A.
Oh, I thought it was too obvious to be L.A.
No, NWA.
Of course. No, but I thought
salad.
somebody in Philly did it first as a trick question, and it turned out not to be a trick question.
DeAndre, congratulations.
Let's go, baby.
DeAndre, what?
Let's do.
DeAndre?
Yeah, DeAndre, who you mocked throughout the entire competition, is the winner.
That's right.
Now, here's the tiebreaker. We'll do it for final. I'll for you back in. According to Baseball Reference, how many players have played for both the Dodgers and the Phillies? I'll give you guys a hint. It's more than 100 and less than 1,000. All right? How many players have played, according to Baseball Reference, have played for both the Dodgers and the Phillies? Mace, what'd you write down?
420.
DeAndre.
450.
Emily.
220.
Brian. 375.
The winner is Emily Hebel. The answer is 265.
There you go. Nice.
265. So 220 was a good guess, but DeAndre is the victor.
Woo,
despite
Wow.
Mason mocking your credentials for the entirety of the game.
I don't know why.
Luke Robitaille just checked in. You know what he said?
He said,
huh? Huh? All right.
I thought you earned it fair and square.
Yeah,
Well
no,
played,
I think you earned it fair and square, too. Good job.
All right, so are we doing
Upset of
Super
the year.
Crosstalk? These guys are on remote, right?
Yeah, we'll do Super Crosstalk.
In fact, baseball fans, you can join DeMarco and Travis today for a live broadcast. We're going to talk to them in a minute and watch party from Philippe, the original downtown L.A., starting at 3 p.m., all thanks to Budweiser. And the best part, Budweiser is giving you a chance to win tickets to Game 3 of the Dodgers series on Wednesday, October 8th. That's right. Be there for all the playoff action, courtesy of Budweiser. Grab your friends, enjoy an ice-cold Bud, and cheer on the boys in blue with us. It all goes down this afternoon live with ESPN LA and Budweiser. This Bud's for you. And we'll go to Travis and DeMarco for some Super Crosstalk next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. 710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
To the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction.
And you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. LA, get ready. The 52nd annual Los Angeles Korean Festival is back October 16th through the 19th at Seoul International Park in Koreatown. 4 days of amazing food, live K-pop, and traditional performances, arts, culture, and fun for the whole family. Best part? Admission is free. Don't miss one of LA's biggest cultural celebrations, the LA Korean Festival, October 16th through the 19th. For details, visit lakoreanfestival.org.
It's time to get down on it when funk, R&B, and soul icons Kool and the Gang hit the stage at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino on Friday, October 10th.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah.
Boogie down to legendary hits like Celebration, Ladies Night, and Jungle Boogie.
Get down on it, come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it, get down on it.
Kool and the Gang will have everyone on their feet and grooving all night. You know the hits, and now it's your chance to experience them live. Kool and the Gang, one night only on Friday, October 10th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Get your tickets today.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know and my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Everyone wants exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the Lakers, and this is your shot. Sign up for the Lakers email now to receive an insider's look into the team and get a weekly dose of everything Lakers. On top of all that, this is your opportunity to be the first to know about Lakers fan events and get the latest news straight from the team right when it hits. You won't miss a beat of the action by signing up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Who the hell didn't know that gangster rap was made in Los Angeles?
No, hang on a second.
Who the heck didn't know that in that room?
I knew that.
Apparently,
I knew
everyone other than
No, I thought, like, for example, if you were asked where the Philly cheesesteak was invented, I thought it was a trick question. I thought it was going to be like L.A. or neither.
I knew you guys. I outthought you there. I knew you guys would all
in the
think that
case of
was
gangster
fake.
rap, I thought, well, it's a trick question because it's obvious L.A., so I'll try
NWA.
Philadelphia. I know NWA, but I figured something in Philly happened first. I thought it was a trick question.
Hey,
okay,
Travis.
I'm surprised DeAndre didn't know it. And she said, what did you say? He's from Coachella Valley? That's not the same
you
thing?
said it's the same. He's from LA.
Yeah,
I said,
he's
well,
from DHS.
He's from Coachella Valley. He's like, it's the same thing. I was like, nah.
That's close. Okay, shocked. Sorry.
So what's up, guys? Describe where you're at, what you're looking
one of my
at.
favorite places. I'm very jealous of you guys today.
Yeah, we're here at Philippe's. We're going to give away a pair of tickets to the Dodger game on Wednesday.
Nice.
So if you come on through and you stick around for the drawing, you got a chance to win a pair of tickets to the game on Wednesday. So hopefully it's a closeout opportunity if you come and, you come and do it.
Travis, are you paying attention? I need your undivided attention. Are you paying attention?
Yes, I am.
All right. I mean this. This is 100% serious. Okay.
Okay.
When do you want me to work for you?
Well,
they're going to win it. I'm telling you.
Are you trying to sell? Are you trying to do the thing where you sell the ticket before the ticket actually cashes?
No, not
and
at all.
someone else can do it?
I am mentally prepared to cover you on whatever day you want to do. They're going to win it.
Look, I am optimistic. I am cautiously optimistic about where they are. The Sasaki thing seems to have changed things a little bit. If he can continue to be what he's been.
Were you guys like me when they brought Vesia in? Were you like sweating and saying, what the hell is he doing?
Of course.
You know what I said on our text chain? I said, that's the right move.
He did. Mason called it before he brought him. He goes, Vesia is the right guy here. And I think I accused Mason of still being sick from last week. Are you sick in the head?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
No, at some
that's
point.
the thing, though, guys.
Yeah.
Whether it's Vesia or somebody else, a Vesia, a Trinan, a Scott, one of those guys, a Dryer, is going to have to get some big outs at some point.
Disagree.
No, it's going to have to.
You don't think they're look, they're not going to have to
inevitable.
get
They're
5
gonna
or
have
6
to.
out a game, but it may be 1 or 2. Now, Vesia got the one that he
Again,
did today.
disagree. If they very easily could have, when Glasnow got into trouble, brought Sasaki in to get 4 outs. And that's what I would have done.
Trav, I don't know if Sasaki's there. I don't know his limitations or his restrictions or whatever that is. But I agree with you. I think that those guys are going to have to come on and get key
At some
outs
point.
during the series. One of the things is you can't bring Emmett Sheehan in with the bases loaded. That's just not what he does, right?
No,
That's not what Tyler Glasnow does. He doesn't come in with runners on the corners. He starts a clean inning. I understand the piggyback concept, but I also understand that I don't want to stick Tyler Glasnow in with the bases loaded.
Well, I don't either, but I would rather have Glasnow than I would rather have Sheehan, or I'd rather have Trinan.
Me too.
Just because of the stuff, right? Like he may walk somebody, it may be unfamiliar territory, but the stuff that Glasnow has, the stuff plays up to such a degree that I'm going straight stuff in that situation. Even if that's not a role he's been in a ton. He's been in the league nearly 10 years. He's pitched in the World Series, I think, with Tampa a few years ago.
True.
He's pitched in big situations before, so I would be more likely to go to him than one of those other guys not named Sasaki.
Hey, DeMarco, is there an equivalent in football to a guy like Kik Hernandez, who was terrible during the regular season, but when the postseason rolls around, he just flips a switch and becomes Superman?
we were talking about this earlier. You can't spell October without Kiki. We were trying to make that happen. It's not going to happen. Some guys just have a knack for the moment, and you can't explain it. But I would say don't even try. This is his magic. This is why he's here. But maybe a guy that shows up as a pass rusher towards the end of the year, a guy you did not expect, and then all of a sudden he can't be blocked and he affects every playoff game and you keep winning because of that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well,
maybe a backup Timmy Smith in the Super Bowl coming out of nowhere and becoming MVP, that sort of stuff.
The thing that popped into my head was, because I was a Raider fan back then, we had Randy Moss for a year before he went to New England. So he was unguardable in Minnesota. He gets to the Raiders, and he's terrible. He never does anything.
That was a weird team. That was a weird team. Yeah.
And then so the Raiders give up on him, and he goes to New England, and he's a Hall of Famer again. So sometimes it's fit, but Kike had the same people around him all year. He hit 200, 200. And in the postseason, nobody can get him out.
No, you're right. And think about it. It's not just with the Dodgers. When he was with the Red Sox, he killed it in the postseason, too. I think he was an MVP of one of those rounds where nobody could get him out. I think it's really, really simple. I can't explain it, but I think it's simple. I think it's confidence. I think he knows he's going to hit. I think he expects to hit. I think the pitchers know that he's dangerous in these situations. And baseball is such a mental you-know-what that when you believe you're going to get hits, you get hits. And when you believe you're not going to get hits, or you believe you're going to give up home runs, or you believe you're going to give up hits, you do. And Kike is just one of those dudes that does not believe that he's going to make an out in big situations, and he doesn't make many outs. Because to your point, Ireland, it doesn't make any sense. He is a really I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. Yeah. He's a mediocre major league player for 6 months, and then in the postseason he becomes an all-star. It defies explanation.
DeMarco,
and confidence is the only thing
I want to point out that you can spell October without Kike. Did you know that?
Yeah, there's no I in October.
But you can't spell it without Teo. Who has 3 homers and 9 RBIs in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Was that not a lesson or what right there? Because everybody was cussing Teo out. Everybody.
They probably should have been.
I sent a text on our group chain saying, you got to get him out. He's too much of a defensive liability. And 10 minutes later, he hit a 3-run homer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how
that play, Trav? John said lollygagging? Was he taking a terrible line? What was he doing?
I stole that line from Bull Durham.
Lollygagger. What does that make them? Lollygaggers.
Yeah, lollygaggers.
It was a terrible route with minimal effort. I think that's the best way I can describe it.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
It just looked weird when it happened. I mean, that should not be a triple.
It was the third triple of JT Realmuto's career.
It's the catcher. It probably would have been a bang play at second base on a double if the ball doesn't get past him.
Pages has a better arm, right? Maybe.
Yeah, but he's running the wrong way from the further side of the field.
I'm trying to help him. Maybe he's thinking he's got the better arm. You get it, throw it in there. If I get it, I can't get him.
No,
I don't know.
No, that is a valiant effort to come up with something, but no, that's not what happened.
Trav,
that was
lazy. Do you buy that thing that was going around the internet that the reliever for the Phillies was showing the ball to Pages at second base, and Pages told Teo what was coming?
I kind of go back to what Strom said about that. He goes, look, I've been doing the same thing for however many years I've been in this league, so no, I don't put anything on it.
He says his fingers look the same on every pitch. That's not –
yeah.
Your fingers aren't the same on every pitch, right?
Well, no, you can.
He
so
says
let's say you come set, and you got your hand just on, let's say, just a normal 4-seam grip, and then you come set, and maybe you can see it's a 4-seam, but as I come up and start to go, I can manipulate that ball into the grip that I want on the fly. It's not that hard to do. So I believe that to be true.
Win tonight, it's over, correct?
I'm not going to say that.
I am. I'm going to say win tonight, it's over.
Yeah. I believe in the baseball gods, Mace.
This is Trav.
I
even
believe in the
up
baseball
2-0,
gods.
you would be like,
yes, of course. The Phillies are really, really
They're
good.
really
you don't think
good.
they can win 3 games in a row? Of course they can.
Yeah, I just think 2 at Dodger Stadium makes it a huge uphill climb for them. And this is, by the way, Luzardo is not their best starting pitcher. He's probably their 3rd best starting pitcher that they're going to see tonight. It'll be Suarez on Wednesday, but I think tonight's a golden opportunity for the Dodgers to just punch him in the face.
DeMarco and I were talking about it. I think what could happen today is if the Dodgers can get a run early, right? Maybe, or a couple of runs early and get the lead. Philly fans will attack their own
get
guys.
The O-blank
yeah, and they'll turn on their own guys, and I think that can help the Dodgers.
Apparently, when Teo hit the home run, it turned into like church. It got quiet.
Yeah.
Feed on silence. Yeah.
It was. I mean, what a huge home. I don't even want to say it because I'm going to jinx it, but everything we were saying for the last 3 or 4 months looks like hey, let's get healthy. The stars will be the stars by the time you get to the postseason. Those guys that have been around a long time, guys like Trinan, guys like Teo, guys like Kike, they will raise their games. And so far, that's been what it is.
Except for the bullpen.
Yeah. Well, even for that Trinan and Vezia, who've been around the block a few times, they've so far moderately okay.
Yeah.
Hey, DeMarco, what would you do if you were a coach in the NFL and one of your players was running into the end zone and dropped the ball on the 1 yard line?
Oh my God! I think I would go Lou Holtz for a minute. I would grab the face mask. I think I would do exactly what his coach did. Not saying it's right. Absolutely, get in his face. I mean, that's the dumbest thing in the world. I mean, I don't know who said it. It just put it into perspective. We work damn hard to score or to keep you out of the end zone, and if one guy screws up, I wouldn't react that positively to that situation. That is inexcusable.
Yeah, I said
guys like
if I was Sean McVay or if I was a coach of a team that hadn't done that yet, I was going to say, guys, we're instituting the Barry Sanders rule. If you score a touchdown, you do not let go of the ball until you hand it to an official. That's it.
Absolutely, 100%. I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
Here's the part I've never understood about that, because this happens kind of regularly.
Yeah, I can't believe we're even talking about it.
Neither can I. And the part I don't understand is, what is the upside of doing that, where you drop the ball right as you cross the goal? Has anybody ever said, you know what the best part about that 72-yard touchdown was the way he dropped it on the goal line going across? There's no win in it. It's only loss.
He was thinking about what he was about to do in the end zone and how this is, I think I'm about to go viral, and he forgot about the football. It happens. I think that's
Shohei
just the
struck out looking again to open this game, and the pitch they rung him up on was not a strike. And
that's
so
way down there.
We've got it's going to be 9 against 12. The umpires are I guess, and they have 6 umpires, so 9 against 15.
They got 6. Yeah.
You ever drop your house keys? Just drop them out of your hand when you're trying to put the key in the door.
Sure.
Yeah, just you lose focus for 2 seconds and there it goes.
But I'm doing a celebration as I'm walking up my driveway.
I know, but we all make these little stupid mistakes.
I can pick them back up and still get into the house.
That's beyond a stupid mistake.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's inexplicable. It really is.
It is.
I would love to hang around all day, guys, but...